guys?
Yo, what's up, guys?
What's happening?
Hey, so the Phillies won today, huh?
Yeah, 9-7, man. They were getting blown out 6-2 most of the game.
Man, you keep playing like that, you might start thinking like you're the Yankees or something like that.
Yeah, still got a ladder to climb there. So,
Welcome to. I know what a way to start off a horror stream, right? Talking baseball, but hey, you know what? You never know what you're gonna get in the Midnight Society. That's for sure.
yeah.
For example, we have Al Lucard is here.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah,
what's up, Al?
He tried to escape to, Friday the 13th, 2009, but it kept dragging him back in.
I know y'all kept dragging me back in every time.
Every time I
can't escape it.
In. We are joined by our very good friend.
Give me a couple minutes. I gotta finish my dinner real quick.
Okay, sure. Well, we'll be joined shortly by a very good friend, Sean Blue Digital from the Midnight Hour. But that's all right because Al has an announcement.
I do. So we were gifted a digital version of the original Friday the 13th movie from 1980. And we're going to have a little contest. So the contest, if you want to win, the contest is you have to guess two things. You have to guess of all the Friday the 13th movies, all of them, all 12 of them, which one is my favorite and which one is Patrick's favorite. And you're going to put that in the comments. The first one I see that gets them both right will win the digital code. I will send it to you. And it was gifted to us by Echo Cero, by the way. So you can thank Echo for the digital copy.
Aloha, Mark the Shark, Mr. Bones, Hobbs. Hi, June. Hi, Vanessa. Wow, we got an army here. Small army. I look at Sean's cool ass room right there. Dawn of the Dead, The Thing.
I know.
You think he keeps his movies in his closet?
Maybe. You know what? I think I have that same. Bookcase, except mine's falling apart.
I think when he gets back, we should ask him if he's got movies in a closet and have him show us his closet.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
Because I don't feel so bad. I mean, I thought I was the only one that truly kept their stuff in the closet like the way I do. I really did. I was thinking, oh my god, this is so embarrassing, because it's all unorganized. I got red bins here. I got stuff over here. I got,
Yep.
And next thing you know, it's like, oh no, I got stuff in the closet. You're good. You're all right. You're all right. Calm down. Yeah. Hey, Waffles is here. Waffles. All right. Oh, it's gonna be popping. Hey, Katie.
And Jim's Retro Emporium is here, all the way from.
That's right. And who's gonna be coming? You know who's coming. You know who's coming too. Our good friend Jim from Now It's Dark. I know that he's gonna come by and make an appearance today.
He might.
Did you see his video for his anniversary?
No.
It's awesome.
I'll have to check it out.
He fully turned around and he said, avoid the cheetah curse, because you heard about his channel and it's just like, he just got waylaid. It sucked, but now he's back and he's stronger than ever. I sort of feel bad about that. I feel really bad about it. I know it really had nothing to do with me or the cheetahs, because cheetahs are good luck, not bad luck.
Mm-hmm.
But still. And then I saw Night Watch Zone. It was funny. It's like the Night Watch Zone. They did a watch along party of Jaws, and I felt just total deja vu. And we're like, you know what? Jim's talking about his anniversary and that's what happened before. They were talking about their anniversary. They were talking about passing 1,000 subs, and they had their little plaque and everything. And then Night did a show on Jaws, and the next day he lost his channel for good. That was happened in one, and I was just like, man, this is deja vu all over again.
Jeez.
I'm looking at Jim's channel, no, and there's Knight over there doing Jaws. I said, you know what? I'm out of here.
I don't blame you. Don't blame you. All right, let's see. There's a couple of guesses. Let's see what we're not going to reveal our number ones till the end of the show, by the way. But let's see.
Thank you, Walker.
Saying me, the reboot, and Pat, final chapter. That's it. Let's see. Bones. Let's see. Jason X.
Now remember, this is the best.
Yeah, no
film.
mind.
These are we're asking you the question: is the best? Which of the movies are the best? Which of the movies are we picking that are the best films? It's a big difference there. Best film.
Waffle says 2009 for me and Part 4 for you.
Let's see. 2009 for him. Wow.
Let's see. Haddonfield Slasher saying Jason X for Patrick and mine, Part 5. Interesting.
I think we need to tell them this, though. We need to tell them that we're picking the best film, not necessarily our favorite film. That should help some of you guys. The best film, not necessarily the favorite, because there are some favorites that aren't always necessarily the best.
Well, mine's the same. So either way,
Okay.
Either way, I'm good.
Yeah, I just want the people to know that, because I don't want them to be all what. So we're voting on the best films. I am. Yes, yeah. So yeah, because
Bones, don't give away all the secrets.
Let's see. So, oh gosh, yeah, I guess. What's funny? I tell you what's funny. I was watching this while we're waiting for Sean. So I was watching Craven's channel, and I guess that Jose from Master Chaos, I guess he talked to Nev Campbell, and they're talking Scream, and he asked her if she was when she's coming back to this franchise, and he said that Nev Campbell looked at him dead in the eye and said that he's not coming back, and so then he goes out there, he went out there and he shared that information, that Nev Campbell's not coming back.
Right.
I don't know what it is, but you know what? I have a feeling it is all a swerve. It's almost like the studios are going out there going like they're noticing things like this. They're noticing large groups of people. They're trying to, it's hard as hell now. If you're a film, it's hard as hell to keep prizes. It's because you got your story, you got your plot, or everything else. It's hard as hell to keep it a surprise. And I really do think that a lot of these things are swerves. No, I'm not gonna be here. I'm not gonna sign up. You know what I think? Here's what I thought about that. I'm going like, you know what? Okay, so let's just say for the hell of it, she's right. She's not signing up for 6. But who's to say she's not going to come back for 7? Who's not to say that?
Yeah. Or 20, Scream 24 in like 5 years,
I don't know. I mean, it just makes it less, to me, honestly. It also makes it less likely that Matthew Lillard is going to sign on. I think he would sign on because there'd be no really reason for him to sign on necessarily.
Right.
So it's going to be it's really interesting. I think we need to we need to stop trying to examine every single bit of information and try to be a little bit surprised.
And maybe, I don't know, enjoy the damn movie. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Just a thought.
Just a thought. So everybody's saying hi to everybody. I'm trying to see if I see any new faces. If they do, I want to tell them to Hops do at the pumpkin. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You know what? It's hard to believe. It's already June, heading toward July, and it's almost gonna be time for the spectacular.
Yeah.
September 1st is like sort of like the unofficial spectacular season.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's gonna be a wild 2 months this year, I think.
Okay, Sean's lining up the camera. Before we get into our list, of course, we will be talking about Friday the 13th, 2009, because we have yet to cover that.
Yes. And I was trying to get out of it.
Yeah, that's right. You were trying to get out of it, but we drug you back in it.
But Al, you don't like the remake?
I will. You'll see.
All right, that's fair enough, man.
You'll see.
That's all good, man.
Yeah, I was, when I heard about the reboot, I mean, I won't, I heard about it too. I heard about 2009. It didn't do all that well. People were, well, I thought, well, I mean, it didn't do all that well in terms of opinion. Money wise, it made a bankload of money. It made a lot of money for a reboot. She got made for almost $20 million and made back $93 million. So people went out to watch the movie, and it sounds like they went out to watch it again and again for a few folks. So I didn't know what to expect. I expected, okay, people don't like it. But then this past Friday the 13th, the next thing I know, I'm looking around and I'm seeing that guess what? People are talking about it in positive terms, and welcome back. It's like, hey, Friday the 13th back. It's like initially everybody hated on it, but then all of a sudden they let it sink in, and they went back and looked at it again, and they said, this isn't as bad as we said it was. This is actually a pretty fun movie.
There's definitely been a resurgence as of late. I do see a lot of love for it now. And this is, I think, a fairly recent phenomenon, because even a few years back, I remember just everybody just be like, yeah, no, the remake, no. But now there's actually some love being shown to it, so that's pretty interesting.
I think part of it is too, Al. Do you think you in the chat too? If you guys let us know what you think about this. I think a lot of people were harshing on it, maybe because they were expecting another film to follow up on that and improve on it. But when Friday the 13th hit a brick wall with that lawsuit between Victor Miller and Sean Cunningham, and also we weren't getting any more Friday the 13th movies, I think people suddenly got a new appreciation for it, because this could be the last one we get for a long time.
And it has been. It's been 13 years.
Yeah, and there's no sign of it being made, because because both sides won and both sides lost.
Yeah.
And, I don't see Victor Miller. I don't see him. I think he's going to take it to his grave. I don't see him selling it out or nothing.
He might. He
might. He might have to. Move off the mortal coil, and maybe his family or his estate might do something with it. But as far as for him being alive, I don't think nothing's going to happen with it. I think this is what we're going to get.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I'll segue that. So they've taken Jason. They've taken Jason to hell. They've taken Jason to space. They even took him into Freddy's dreams and Freddy's nightmares. So where else are you gonna go? You're gonna reboot
him. Right. It's funny, you hear a lot of people, I heard a lot of people talking about that too, about Jason Goes to Hell, and they're talking trash on it, and they're burying it and whatnot. But I ask you this. I ask anybody who crapped on that movie or crapped on Jason X. But here's my question for you: where would you have taken him? Look what happened to look at the Halloween franchise. The Halloween franchise is a god awful mess. It is a god awful mess. There's almost
so many damn timelines.
Yeah, there's so many timelines. There's been retconned so many times. I mean, look at it. It's a mess. There's no continuity at all. There's very little continuity.
Yeah.
So, and that's because they couldn't figure out what to do with the characters. Like, okay, well, we made them unstoppable. Yeah. So what's the fun in that? How are we supposed to root for anybody, because he's not going to die? The producer made that clear. the guy who controlled the rights to the character. You can do anything you want to him, but you can't kill him. So,
Right.
as a writer, if I'm being told that, what am I going to write? Or what am I going to do that hasn't already been done already?
True. So, all right, you wanna start off this?
Yeah,
reboot?
yeah. So the reboot starts. Came out in 2009. It was made for $19 million, returned $93 million, and has a nice cast to it. Had a very nice cast. Actually, some fanboy power in it too. Jared Padalecki was in it as Clay Miller. He plays Clay Miller. Of course, at that time he was doing Supernatural.
Mhm.
Okay. Danielle Panabaker as Jenna. Of course, she's done. She was in The Flash, and she's done a lot of horror films, episodic or whatnot. But she had she had a horror background too. This is actually the most well-known cast. I'll say that much. As far as the names go,
Yeah, probably.
front to top to bottom, this is probably the most well-known cast that in the movies.
Between this and Freddy versus Jason, yeah, for sure.
Because when I saw this, I knew just about everybody on here. I knew their name, I knew some of their work. I was like, wow, there's these people in it. Like I know who Jared was, I know Danielle, I know Amanda Rigetti, Travis Van Winkle. I didn't know who Aaron Yu was. I knew Derek Mears, Juliana Gull. I knew her. I knew Willa Ford. I knew that person. Richard Burgi. I knew him because he did a Starship Troopers. Yes, that's right. Nana Visitor played Pamela Voorhees. So any fanboy at all knows Nana Visitor from Star Trek: Deep Space Nine.
Was
And
she
then they
doing?
had, huh?
Was she doing a British accent as Pamela? Because that's what it
No,
sounded
no,
like.
no. She was voiced over by Kathleen Garrett. She did the acting part, but the voiceover probably because they shot out in the they shot it out outside, and they needed her to come back for ADR, but they had Kathleen Garrett do the voiceover.
Ah,
So so I knew everybody in it. That gave me hope for the movie. So basically, what they did for this movie was they moved everything up. So instead of 1958 or 57, they moved the whole movie. They retconned the start time. Hey, Cal. Hey, Anthony. Yeah, I hope so. We're going to do our best here. So what they did, I thought was smart. They rebooted it. They didn't go back. They brought everything up forward from 57 to 80. And then that's where we start the movie. And we open up the movie. It's on Friday the 13th, June 13th, 1980. And we open up the movie just in time to watch Jason as a little kid. He's sitting there and he's watching his mom fight. It doesn't say who he's fighting. The counselor's not named, but
right.
she's fighting Pamela Voorhees, and he sees his mother get decapitated. So they're fighting, and he sees his mother die by losing his head. So obviously he gets traumatized by that, and so obviously that's a problem for him. So then they bring it up to the modern time. They bring it up to our time, 2011 or 2009, I guess it is.
But I did want to bring up in the 1980 scene. It was the whole thing was intercut with the opening credits, and that drove me bonkers. I hated that so much. Like, no. You do the damn credit sequence, and then you put this in, or vice versa. I don't care which way. Don't intercut them. I hate when movies do that.
Yeah, I don't like it either. It throws off the pacing of the movie.
Yeah, and it was very jarring too, because it was like boom, like something happened, then boom, another, and then another credit, and then I don't know, it was annoying.
Yeah, I just think they're probably trying to do. I agree with you. I don't like that myself,
Yeah.
but
And then
I do.
none of the
I do
others did that. None of them.
yeah, no, I think they do it to try to be jarring, to sort of like the bracing. It's like, hey, look at this.
Maybe.
But I'm with you. I don't like that. I don't like that style opening either. So we open up, and we meet a group of friends who are on their way. They're driving up. They're driving up, and they're looking for a golden ticket. The golden ticket. And what's the golden ticket, Al?
Well, how can I put this? They're basically looking for the golden stash.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's
the
right.
devil's lettuce. They're looking for the devil's lettuce.
Yeah. So
The devil's lettuce. Yeah, that's right. That's
So-
right.
so I like to call this Jason pot farmer Jason, because that's kind of what he is.
What is he?
The pot farmer Jason.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I don't think that is the case. I'll tell you what I tell you what I think it was. I think what it was I think he was living underground all that time, and they did the pot above him. I don't think they knew. They didn't know who he was there. I mean, what does he
I
have?
totally think it was him. I don't know why, but I totally think it's just
Yeah, he doesn't have anything. He just not he's not sitting there going, selling it or anything like that. I don't think he grew it. I think he's just underneath there, because that's we find out later about that. But
Mhm.
I don't think that he himself was in the pot trade.
He might have been smoking it. Who knows?
Well, I think he would have been a lot more mellower,
Contact
don't
guy,
you
man.
think?
Contact guy.
I mean, yeah. I mean, instead of killing everybody, he would have been hitting them up for their munchies.
Maybe so.
That's why he was
Yo,
so
yo.
pissed off. Someone disturbed his stoner slumber.
There you go.
Yo, let me get on that bag of Cheetos from you, kids.
I smoke all my weed. You ain't smoking all my weed.
Puff puff pass.
Puff puff slash.
Yeah, gotta get you killed around these parts.
Puff puff slash.
There you go.
That's a good one.
Hashtag puff puff slash.
So these group of friends are coming into Camp Crystal Lake. This is 30 years ago that happened. So they roll in, and a group of friends roll in, and honestly, they're just kids. The only thing that's important is that we meet Amanda, or Whitney, who's played by Amanda Rigetti. She's there with her boyfriend, and a bunch of her friends, and they go ahead and go there, and they parked the car from who knows where, because they hiked in a long way. They've been hiking for a while, and they were all loaded up. I was curious, like, wow, with all that gear that they're carrying, how are they going to carry all the devil lettuce out? Someone's going to have to go back for the car or something. Hey, Mr. Dan, how are you, sir? How are you?
Hey, Dan.
Let's
Now,
see.
one of the things I really like about that whole weed concept, it just gives me such like vibes from like part 3, like with the stoners in the van and everything from the
Yeah.
third film.
Yeah.
I think it fits in very well. I mean, weed and slashers, yeah. So, weed,
Oh,
teenagers, sex,
Yeah, what they say, drugs, sex, and I'll be right back. They all
exactly.
they all ensure your doom.
Yeah.
So the friends are they all set up a camp, and they go, and of course they tell the story about Jason. Someone tells them about the story about Jason. He supposedly saw his mother get killed, and no one ever caught him or anything else. It's the same story we heard before. So they try to keep a little. They're trying to keep a little homage from the other movies, and that was a nice a nice thing to do. A little bit of familiar.
Yeah, already.
Familiar territory, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, what did you think of the friends, Sean? I mean, the group of friends. Was there anything that stood out for you? What did you think?
Uh, I mean, I don't find any of the cast or characters really annoying or anything. I mean, besides like the main dude, like the dude who owns the house or whatever. Like, I mean, I
Yeah, at
mean,
the
his
end.
character is like, that's just the type of character that's meant to like not be liked, I guess. But I mean, overall, I think they're all great characters in the film. Really, I remember seeing this on opening night when it was released in theaters. I went with a few friends and saw
Yep,
it.
me too. I sure did.
You know what I really thought was really cool is that the fact that they actually did two groups, like two distinct groups. You had the first group with Whitney, and then you had Trent with his buddies. It was two
Yeah.
distinct groups.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah.
what did you think of the first group, Al? What do you think? Anything in particular grab you, or they just seemed pretty vanilla?
T- to me, just about every character except that asshole guy. Later on, they're all extremely one dimensional and just I don't know. Like none of I didn't like any of them. Honestly, I didn't like anybody. It's just
Uh,
like all
That's
right,
understandable. I mean, I can relate to that. I can understand why like some people are not down with the characters. I just feel like they fit perfectly for the base material for a slasher, basically. So
yeah,
do,
it's
do, you,
very
do you think? I think there might be one thing I will mention. I mean, there was one thing too about this cast, unlike the other casts too, for the most part. This one seemed the most, it had the most name recognition, but it also seemed the most out of central casting, right? I mean, you look like these people actually auditioned. They were casted based on looks. A lot of them were. Not to say they couldn't act, but it's like they all seem like all Americans, all good looking, all young. I mean, and the first three, like especially the first three movies, they looked like just normal people you see on the street. There wasn't anything that would grab you. Like if you saw them walk by you, you wouldn't even give them a second look.
mm,
Whereas this cast here, when they walk by you, you knew it. You would actually like, oh, okay, you do a double take. And I do think that took a little bit away from the movie. It's like that's what made the first 3 or 4 movies so good was because it could be anybody.
right. Yeah,
Um,
agreed.
so I mean, what do you guys think in the chat? I mean, do you think the cast was too good looking, too Hollywoodish, or do you think that was did it, or was it a plus for the movie?
yeah, I feel like it just we're at the point where like there's so many horror remakes out there. I just feel like people shouldn't really expect a whole lot from them. Just I don't know. Like I kind of go in with my expectations a little low, just so I
Right.
could maybe be surprised by something. And it's I don't know. It's like I said, there's so many damn horror remakes out there nowadays. But
There's way too many.
But
yeah, it's I
but
mean
the Friday the 13th though, it did add some punch to it though. I mean, you got to think about it. You had Marcus Nispel, who's the director. He's done some really good movies. He did the Texas Chainsaw remake that did
Mhm.
really well. You also had Sean Cunningham back on board as a producer who knows the characters back and forth. And then you had Michael Bay on top of that, who's also another executive producer. And we all know Michael Bay's track record, so it's like they put some thought into this movie. And some firepower into it.
Right, right.
Um, so I just thought that was really interesting though that they seemed to go out of their way a little bit to cast a little bit too perfect. It would have been nice to see a little bit more gritty. But of course, they go inside the camp and they set up a camp, and everybody goes their own way. Whitney and her boyfriend go one way, and then there's a young couple there. They set up a tent, and they're going to go do their own thing. Of course, there's the odd man out. There's two odd men out, and so they do their own thing. And yeah, and we see our first actions by the new Jason. And I say this word a lot, but it's true. But this first scene, this first attack is ferocious. It's pretty ferocious.
Yeah, that they actually do have a pretty good intro for him here.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'll give it that.
I mean, the first kill was probably, honestly, the first kill was probably the easiest one of the whole movie. It was the most mundane.
Yeah.
It was just like, after that, it just got, and there's some thought put behind it. And we know that we now know too that the Jason is a human Jason. He's not going to be rebooted as a supernatural Jason, but he is a normal Jason because he shows his, he's smart. He's real smart. In fact, I dare say he might even be a little bit smarter than the original Jason in the private.
Yeah. What's up, Steven?
Hey, Steven.
Yeah, this is definitely a different type of Jason, for sure. I did like that he had the I guess it was like bandages in this one, right, over his head instead of.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I like that they started it like that.
I mean, besides the fact that the whole film is overproduced, mostly because of Michael Bay, but I mean, if
Yeah.
you can look beyond that, there really is like some like beautiful set pieces throughout it, and I feel like the moments wherever there's rain or whatever, it's utilized very well. So it's Friday the 13th, the remake. Jason gets overproduced, but it's still it's got a lot of cool elements about it. I think so.
Mhm.
Echo throw that up what Echo said.
Yeah.
True.
So what reboot do you like better, the Friday the 13th or the My Bloody Valentine from our friends from Supernatural?
Easily, I will take the Friday the 13th remake.
I have not seen the My Bloody Valentine remake, but I did like the Friday the 13th remake.
I've seen them both. I don't particularly care for either.
I was on fire today.
I guess I'd have to go with My Bloody Valentine remake if I had to choose between the two.
Let's
I
see.
mean, I like My Bloody Valentine remake. I just feel like it's a little uneventful. Like I watch it, and when I'm done watching, I'm like, all right, I don't really get much out of watching that, but
yeah.
So we
Star-Lord's in the house. Let's see. I only remember the 2 kills.
I remember those 2 kills, running up and plunging the machete and dropping him down on the porch and impaling the guy in the front door. So they the first friend, he gets wiped out, and then Jason comes back and he he's making noise outside, and there's a couple in there and they're having sex. So they're doomed. So they're in the tent, they're having sex, and then they hear the noises outside, and his buddy's thinking, he's eavesdropping. And no, he doesn't know his buddy has both found the weed, he found the devil's lettuce, and then he died. So he doesn't know that. So he comes out of the tent because he's hearing the noises outside. So he's gonna go out there to talk to his buddy about that, and then we get the first nasty surprise. Jason has put out a bear trap for him.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, dude, bear traps, man, they freak me out, man. They freak me out. Bear traps are unnerving. I mean,
that iron is nasty business.
Oh yeah. So he gets caught in a bear trap. He's done already, but he starts screaming. And Jason doesn't come out and kill him. You think that he would take care of him right away, but he doesn't. He goes over there and takes care of the girlfriend. And he comes over there. The boyfriend's looking on, and Jason picks up the girl in the tent, and he doesn't do the tree. You think he's going to do the tree? He does something a little bit even worse. He hangs her upside down over the fire.
Yeah.
To let her cook. And it's not a quick scene, is it?
No,
that's probably like one of the worst and longest ways to go.
Yeah.
That's how you could tell that there was some clout in this movie. When you saw that scene right there, you knew that both Sean Cunningham and Michael Bay, especially Michael Bay, they have some because that was one of the most brutal kills of the franchise for me. I mean, that girl was suffering, and
I definitely,
he couldn't do shit. You
yeah,
know,
that's definitely my favorite kill in this movie for sure.
So he's sitting there watching his girlfriend slowly get cooked to death. He's trapped, can't do shit, and then of course she falls down and she's dead. Um, and then over Whitney and her boyfriend, they're inside a cabin, and they're exploring around, and then all of a sudden Jason comes from behind, up from below, he's down below, and he comes out with this machete, and he's taking it right through the floorboards,
Mm-hmm.
and he's man, that was a brutal scene too, because he's not killing them. That's Jason's old mode. He just kill you as fast as he can. He knew that he was not going to kill anybody. He just wanted to hurt them, and he did. I think he put the machete through the guy's foot, and definitely through his hand. I think he fell down. He got hit there too, and then he put Whitney in the trash in the there was an iron bathtub there, and he was trying to get in. It was sort of like the Titanic scene almost, where it was like, okay, you can get in the bathtub, and there's room enough for two, but for some reason the boyfriend can't get in the bathtub. And then while he's trying to, Jason comes up and grabs him through the floorboards and yanks him down. So Whitney's in the bathtub, and she sees her boyfriend go down, and as he's going down, he's yelling her to run, to run.
Mm-hmm.
So she does try to run, and what do you want to take over the next scene, Al?
I didn't do a scene by scene, so I don't remember exactly what's next.
Yeah, that can be hard to do.
However, I will comment on the scene you just talked about. It very much reminded me of the Texas Chainsaw remake. For some reason, it had the same look and feel of it, and of course, Marcus Cinephile the same guy directed the Chainsaw remake.
Yeah, so, and it's a Michael Bay production.
And it's Michael Bay, Platinum Dunes. Yep.
It's if you think, now that you mention that, it's like the Friday remake and the Chainsaw remake. It's like those two could like easily fall into the same universe just based on the look.
Yeah, absolutely. I 100% agree with that. Yep. And the cheetah has arrived.
Yeah, I would say the biggest mistake the first group made is right here. They didn't have one of these.
They didn't have a cheetah.
Buddy. If they would have had one of these, it would have been a different movie. It would have been a short film. Well, that's a good point you made, Al. I mean, because I think that really was because the Texas Chainsaw movie had success. It had, because that's the one with Jessica Biel, right? The one
right. And that blew up Platinum Dunes, which is the same company that remade this.
So I think what they did was they pretty much did the same some of the same ideas and transferred it over to Friday the 13th.
Yeah,
which makes sense if you're making money. I mean, isn't that the Hollywood thing? Well, they made him $100 million. Okay, we're all going to do the same thing because that first film made $100 million.
Right. So just keep regurgitating it over and over again. That's the Hollywood way,
Want to get down?
Yeah, I guess.
Let's look at that mighty jump on the big screen. See, there we go. Look at this. Man, fast. That's the cheetah. Yeah, you're right. I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, it makes sense for them to do that. And you know what? It worked on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and for me, it worked here too. It did work. So Whitney comes out. She runs down she sees the other kid still stuck in the bear trap. She sees her friend. She runs over and sees her friend all cooked, and she bends down and sees that she's dead. Then he's going to go over there and help get this guy out of the bear trap. But as she's doing that, here comes Jason again, and he walks right on over there and buries a machete in that guy's head. Game over. I mean, it was brutal. He just walked on over there and just like, and then he doesn't kill Whitney though. He takes her, he kidnaps her, and that's a first for a Jason movie. First for a Friday the 13th.
That really threw me off. Like that really, I was like, this is not Jason.
I mean,
Like,
you
I
think
don't
about it though. Like after part 8, it's like I don't know. Like Jason Goes to Hell and Jason X. Obviously they're Friday movies, but they just don't have the same feel as the original 8 films. I mean, at least I don't think so. So.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
I thought the kills were just, in many cases, just far superior to some of the other films. But those other films were handicapped by the ratings board. But I still say, even if they weren't, I dare say that the kills they had, some of these kills they had on here, easily outmatched those from the earlier films. And it's a little surprising too. I mean, because some of these kills are just, I mean, the girl cooking in the sleeping bag. I mean, holy shit! I mean, like I said, it's not like a 30-second kill. She's there and she's screaming and everything else. He's watching her. I mean, it's cruel. It's brutal.
Yeah, I feel like that, like that kind of death, like that could work in any horror movie. Like if that was in like some other movie besides a Friday movie, it would still be very effective.
Yeah, it would be. But I mean, there's nothing in the before everybody talks about the girl in the sleeping bag. He bashes her against a tree. Well,
yeah, that's a rough one too, man.
Yeah, I dare say, as far as that goes, I mean, what was worse? Well, maybe, I mean, even if they would have showed her getting hit like 5 or 6 times against the tree, I mean, I still think she's dead after the first shot. This girl here, that she didn't have that luxury. No. So, but Whitney's captured, and then we fade off until for about 6 weeks, and then we meet another group of friends.
But first, let's answer Hop's question.
Okay, Hop's question here.
Right.
Let's
the
see.
Original name for Jason.
Do you guys think it would have helped if they liked the original? Do you think they would have, if they would have changed it? I don't know, because I think if they would have changed it to Josh, I think they would have been open to a lawsuit from the guy who owns the Spectacular title. The Pumpkin King.
Yeah, true. Very, very true. I don't know. Josh Voorhees doesn't sound as menacing.
What about Benedict Voorhees?
Benedict, there you go.
What if that was his name? Benedict Voorhees.
Or like Zachariah Voorhees.
Yeah, that sounds like a Mormon. That sounds like a Mormon slasher right there.
That's a Mormon slasher, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I shall hit you with my tie and my Bible. No, the Book of Mormon smites you. Okay. Oh, all right. Better not. No offense to anybody who's a Latter-day Saint. So, yes, go BYU, go Cougars. Okay.
We're just goofing.
See, Hop's sitting there going, he wouldn't have liked it. Wow. Yeah. Should have been like
ring.
Jebediah Voorhees.
Jebediah Voorhees.
Yeah, Jebediah. There you go. Yeah.
Man, doesn't every backwards movie though? Think about it. If every backwards movie, don't they always have a Jebediah or a Jethro?
Yeah,
something like that.
Or a Bubba.
It's true. Casey brings up an interesting point. Yeah, they're all kind of 2-syllable names. Jason, Freddy, Michael, Chucky, Victor, Cordell. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does anybody know where Cordell comes from? Tell me in the chat.
Texas Ranger.
You don't know.
Texas Ranger. Chuck Norris.
Nope. No. It's a slasher movie.
Oh. Silent Rage.
No, that's a good guess, but no, that's a great movie, by the way. All right, so yeah, so now we flash forward to 6 months
Flash
later.
forward 6 weeks later, and then we meet. First of all, who we meet before the friends, we meet Jared Palicki's character, Clay Miller. He's looking for his sister, Whitney, who's gone missing. And so he has been going around the county asking people to see it. And the cops are a little bit tired of it. And they're trying to encourage him to go look someplace else because he keeps on coming by and asking people, and he keeps on reminding them, of the people that are missing. So they take him aside, they feel sorry for him. Of course, they feel sorry for him, but they said that they had done everything. They put in exhaustive search. They looked. They have volunteers out. I mean, they've done everything humanly possible to look. Um, I personally thought the cops are being dicks. It's like, you know what? There's who cares? Let them ask. It's like if that makes them feel better and to find his sister, let them go. Why would you tell somebody to sit there and say, yeah, just don't look here anymore? Because that doesn't always work. It's like there's been many things that the cops have done wrong and haven't covered, and people have found out about. So I understand. I was actually very sympathetic to Clay right off the bat. um, I didn't think the cops were assholes, but I didn't think they should have told him to quit looking. And he's been very polite. He's been very polite. He's not pushy. He's not loud or abrasive. And he goes to the store. He's asking, get you seen this girl or whatnot. He's just, obviously he loves his sister, and obviously he wants to find out what happens to her. There's nobody here that wouldn't do the same. Um, so he goes to this, he's asking around, and while that's happening, then we meet the second group of friends led by Trent. Trent seems to be like an upper class guy, mom's and dad's money. Probably really hasn't had to work very much in his life. Uh,
AKA douchebag. What?
yeah. So Trent is Trent's there, and we meet. We
Fuck
meet.
that guy.
Yeah, Trent. So he's there
Sorry.
with his girlfriend, played by Jenna, played by Danielle Panabaker, and we see her for the first time, and it's like, okay, all right, that's good. And then his other friends are there, and again, they're a little bit, they're straight from Central Casting. I mean, what do you think of it? And they come inside the store, and they're nice. Some of the people are nice. Trent's an asshole. We see that right off the bat. And it seems that they're going to clash at first. You want to go through the store? Either one of you?
I don't really remember much of the store.
The store. Wait, doesn't somebody like come in and like start shit with them or something? Or is that another movie?
Yeah, because Jared Padalecki, Trent and his group come in, and they're shopping for snacks and beers and shit like that. And Jared Padalecki is talking to the shop owner, the clerk, and he's in front, and they want him to hurry up and rush and get out of the way. And so that sort of sparks him up, and of course Jenna feels sorry for him, and then but Trent's being an asshole, and then and then, of course, the two alpha males sort of, bark words a little bit. I was a little bit more. I mean, Trent was he was brash, but I thought Clay would be the wrong person to mess with, especially then. Yeah, because he was on edge. So they had their little clash at the store, and Jenna feels sorry for him, and she takes a flyer and whatnot, and then they go their own separate ways. So Trent and his group go to their cabin that Trent's parents own, and they go ahead and they get in there and start partying a little bit. The friends that are there with them are Chelsea and Bree, their friend Chewy, Nolan and Lawrence are all there. That's the group right there.
Yeah.
Uh,
And And the whole time while this is going on, this is me sitting there watching this. What? Just kidding.
No, let me ask you a question. Did you watch this film sitting straight, or were you hanging upside down?
I may have been upside down, but I watched it like a couple hours ago, so it's fresh. I just don't remember much of it. That's
I'm
the
just
sad
thinking. I'm
part.
just thinking. Maybe you watched it. Maybe it was you're upside down. Maybe the blood in your head might have fogged up your memories a little bit.
Well, if I was
This is
upside
why
down,
I
it
don't
probably would have made it
really.
better.
This is why I don't review movies that much, because I'll review movies and I will forget key scenes that happen, and
Yeah.
like I should be remembering that, and I'm just like, I don't know, I need to work on that. So
Uh, well, I want to give this movie this fair shift. I mean, I don't want to blitz through it, because this is a pretty good movie, and there's some thoughts there behind it, that I have. I mean, this is yeah. Let's get going. All right. So anyway, immediately what happens is they, of course, we're not seeing Jason yet, but he knows that they're there, and so they decide to take Bree and Chelsea and Nolan decide to go take the boat out on the lake. They have a boat, so they go ahead and they drive down to the boat dock, and then Nolan dares Chelsea to ski topless. So she goes ahead and she takes off her bikini and she's gonna do that topless. So they're driving around, and then they get close to the shore, and then Jason takes out Nolan with an arrow right through the head. Good shot too. Good shot.
yeah,
And
that's an excellent one.
it's a really it's a and the thing about it is too. Here's another thing I really liked about this. It happens during bright daylight. Now that's a rarity in the Friday the 13th movie.
Yeah.
Most of the time they're always dark and it's always raining and everything else. But this happens around the middle of the day. So this is to me instantly is like, oh, okay, you're elevating it because I was happy to see that. So Nolan gets hit, and then he loses. Obviously, he dies at the boat. The boat and Chelsea falls in the water because the boat because she waiting to get picked up. But unfortunately, the boat, because he's dead, it comes straight at her. I mean, so you're thinking maybe she's going to get ran over, but she just gets a glancing blow on the side of her head. It's still serious, but she didn't get chopped up. So the boat takes off, and she's got a contusion on her head, and she's concerned because it hurts, and she's like, "Holy shit! Now what do I do?" So she starts swimming toward the shore, and as she does, she sees Jason on the shore, and he's standing there with the machete in his hand.
That's a great part, and everything leading up to that kill is amazing.
Uh, so he's staring at her, she's staring at him, and she's banged up. She can't go anywhere. She can't outswim him, because he's going to follow her along the shore. She's going to have to make a move.
Yeah.
So what she does is she pretends that she drowns. She sinks underneath the water, and then she just looks like she's drowned. She can't hold up any longer. But she goes underneath the dock,
Yeah.
and then Jason's looking at it, and then he goes on the dock himself, and he's walking around, and he's looking out in the water to see her, and she thinks that she's safe, and then he comes down and he stabs her in the top of the head with his machete, and lifts her up. This was a definite top kill in the series. That
Now,
that is that is a very wow.
now so this entire sequence, I will say, is shot extremely well,
Very well.
and this is probably the best part of the movie for me, at least, because it's very good, it's intense,
It's
and
really
it's it's shot extremely well, and kudos to Willa Ford and Derek Mears too for this scene.
I have to 100% agree with you, Al. Definitely. Like it's before we even started this. This is like one of the kills I was thinking about the whole time. It's just the under the dock kill.
Yeah.
And I think another thing that's good about it, it's really not like it's like you have an idea like that option for Jason's there to kill her that way, but it's really not that predictable. I
Right.
mean, once you see it, though, you know what's going to happen from there on.
Yeah, but that first
Yeah,
time you saw it, like I said, you and I saw it in the theater. No, yeah, Pat didn't see it, but yeah, when we saw that, everybody like, oh, like it was
yeah,
like
it was like
gas.
dead quiet, and leading
Yeah,
up to it, you start hearing like the gasp and the oh shit, and
yeah, yeah. That
I
was
tell you
definitely
what it
cool.
was. What it wasn't the kill itself because you knew that was coming.
It was
You
the
knew
whole
it
little
was
sequence. Yeah,
you knew it was going to happen. I think what
right.
made this
You just
scene
didn't know how.
uh, I think what really made this scene really work is when he stabbed her and he pulled her up, her eyes rolled in the back of her head.
Yeah,
Dude, that was just like, damn. That
yeah.
was just like, I know we've seen that before in the Friday the 13th, but at night, you get a quick glimpse.
Mm-hmm.
But for this movie, they held that shot there. They pulled her up, and you see her, and you see those eyes roll up in the bright sun of the day. Man, it's like, damn. You're just sitting there going like, that's just ain't right. Uh, and so it was definitely a great kill.
It,
And
it it definitely is. And that, speaking of kills, later on we're going to talk kills of the whole franchise. And let me tell you, that was one of the hardest lists to make.
yeah, yeah. Once you start thinking about it, man, it's just so many good ones.
Yeah.
Um, so there's two couples. I mean, one couple's already gone, and and one thing that Jason did not do, I don't think in this movie, I don't think he, I don't think he, I don't think he took the corpses, did he? Like how he's throwing them
I
all
don't,
through the window.
not that I recall.
I don't recall that either. Okay, so now that's it. So those two are dead. Uh, so so anyway, by this time though, Jenna has reunited with Clay. They meet, and then they start talking, and then Jenna decides to help him out, and so she invites him over to Clay's house or to Trent's house. And so when that happens, Trent acts like an asshole, and he comes one step away from getting his ass beat. Um, but Trent's being such a dick. So
Always.
yeah, always. So they decide to go to search the Camp Crystal Lake campgrounds, and then they see that Jason is hauling a body to the abandoned camp house. So he has the bodies, but he's not necessarily like tossing them everywhere, um, like he normally does. So he takes the camp. They see that, and they run back to the house. Then they have to tell him what's going on. No one's really listening at first, and why this is happening. There's a redneck who has he has a shack of some sort, like tools and whatever. I think he's the caretaker of the Devil's Lettuce, and so in fact, this proves that Jason had nothing to do with it, because while he's operating the camp, um, a lot of their supplies have been going missing. And the redneck comes in there, and he's sitting down there, and he's looking at a magazine, and all of a sudden we see Jason come down the stairs, and he has stolen 2 cans of kerosene. And the guy gets up there and says, "Oh, so you're the one that's been stealing the shit." So
yeah,
he matches up against him at first until he sees Jason walking on over and pulling out a knife. So he's saying, "Hey, wait a minute, you don't need to do that. You don't need to, we don't need to go there. You can take whatever you want. I don't care." But of course, Jason's not in the mood for that, and he slices the guy's throat. Now, this scene here did get cut. It did get edited, because originally it was going to be where Jason grabs him by the hair and cut off his head, and they decided they didn't want to do that. So they had that outtake. They had that in the outtakes, So you see that, but no, they show him just walking up there and slicing his throat. So
Interesting. I didn't know that.
yeah, and he takes the gasoline or the kerosene and he leaves. Um, so that eliminates him. Uh, 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 and then let's see, and then they go back, and when Jenna and Clay go back to the house, Clay tries to call the cops, but the cops aren't really listening at first because it's just Clay. And so, they've dealt with him so many times, so they're not really, and some of the cops are really cynical about it, so they're just like, oh, whatever. But not all of them. Not all of them. Some cops are still feeling sorry for him, and one guy is just taking on the phone. He's answering the phone. He's not taking the call serious, and the other guy, he is. So he berates the junior cop, and he says, I'll be back. I want you to finish my report. So the other cop goes out there to investigate, and so obviously that cop, he gets killed. But Jason disconnects the cabins. He does which is common. That's what he's done a lot of the movies. He knows how to disconnect the electricity, so he does that.
Jason the electrician.
So while this has been happening, their friend Chewie. While this has been happening, not only has Jason taken out their electricity, but he also killed their friend Chewie, which was a really sad death. He died pretty hard too. So his buddy Lawrence, he decides, after they tell him there's a killer out there, he decides that he's going to go out there and get his buddy Chewie, bring him in. So he runs out there and he's looking for Chewie, and he can't find him, but he does see Jason, and they squab a little bit, and then Lawrence runs for the house. He runs for the house, and Jason grabs an axe, and again, one of the most amazing shots. Remember, he's human, but he whistles that axe and hits that kid square in the back. I mean, he hits him so hard it causes him to fall into a pile of firewood, and he starts screaming. And so, and of course, that reminds me of a Full Metal Jacket when they shot the buddy and they left him out there and they screaming because the sniper wanted them to go out there to get him. And so that's what they comment on, we're going to go get him. We're going to go get Lawrence. But we can't go out there because, Jason's out there. Okay. Am I making all sense or am I rambling here?
I believe it makes sense.
The movie kind of rambles, so yeah.
God.
Yeah, it's not you, it's the movie. It's not your fault. It's the movie's fault.
Can anybody tell how I feel about this movie? I'm just curious.
All right. So how are we doing? Am I doing this okay, or am I never get out of the boat? Yep.
All right.
Unless you're going all the way.
Yeah. So
let's get to the good stuff.
So Lawrence is out there, and he's dying. And they're not going to go out there to get him. And then while this is happening with it, while they're looking outside at him, Jason then sneaks in, and he kills Bree, who is that Clay, since Jenna was hanging out with Clay, he got jealous, and so he decided he was going to cheat on Jenna, and so him and Bree had sex, and that's where I know you remember this part, Al.
In one of the most graphic sex scenes in the entire franchise.
Yeah.
Yep.
And not only that, but the words too. Your what do you say? Your tits are stupendous.
Oh yeah. He kept talking about her nipples and stuff. It was weird.
Yeah. So he makes a comment right there. They're having sex, and you're right. It's a graphic scene. I mean, and he goes up there. Your tits are stupendous, and then it's a long scene too.
It is. It just keeps going.
Yeah, it keeps going, and this graphic and what they say, like she's telling them she's almost there. She's gonna be,
And they're just grinding and
yeah,
grinding.
yeah. So they're
You know?
sitting there laying down, and then all this shit happens. But Jason goes in there, and he and I thought this was a it's a I didn't think this kill was all that graphic. I actually saw it more of a homage, but he kills Bree by impaling her on a rack. So they made it they made it sort of like a clothes rack or something, but it had antlers on it, and it will sort of remind me of a Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Yeah.
So I saw that and went, okay. I don't know sure if that's what it was, but that's immediately what I thought of. But he had killed her before he put her on the stake. He already killed her, and then he put her body on there. Whereas in Silent Night, Deadly Night, he did it while she was still alive. So
that was also Linnea Quigley.
Yes. Linnea Quigley looking spectacular. Let's see.
Which would have made this movie better. I'm just saying.
Linnea Quigley? Okay.
I'm gonna expect that every time.
So the cop finally gets there, and of course he knocks on the door, but is immediately killed by Jason before he can do anything. He's knocked on the door and he just gets wiped out right away. So now we're down to Trent, Clay, and Jenna. So they escape the cabin, but they become separated. And so while that happens, Trent gets killed by Jason and everybody's happy about when Trent buys the farm because he gets it pretty hard too. He doesn't get off easy with he gets impaled on a tow truck.
Yeah.
The tow truck there, and he put him on the hook. So he dies a hard death too.
Yeah, that scene really reminded me of Texas Chainsaw as well. Like I could easily see that being a kill in any of the Texas Chainsaw movies, old or new.
So we're getting close to the end here, and Jason chases Clay and Jenna back into the campgrounds. And then they hear noise. They hear noise, and they hear screaming, and they go toward the screaming, thinking one of their friends might be still alive, and instead they find Whitney, who has been being held underground for the last 6 weeks. So they go ahead and they free Whitney, and they start making out to escape. As they try to escape, Jason comes back for them, and as they're going through an exit, as they go through an exit, then the saddest kill happens, and Jenna gets killed before she dies. She dies, and then Clay and Whitney are faced off against Jason in a barn, which brings back the final chapter. Friday the 13th, the final, which took place in a barn.
The barn was 3.
And then there's another scene, homage to Friday the 13th, Part 2, where Whitney tries to confuse Jason by pretending to be his mother. So they go ahead and they and again, this whole scene is like a one long shot of homage to the past movies, because then they go ahead and they tie Jason up with a length of chain, and Whitney stabs Jason with his old machete. Seen that before. And then it looks like they're going to escape, and then right after, then as they do, then Jason comes to a dock and he grabs Whitney, and then the movie ends. So that leaves the room for a sequel, and that is Friday the 13th, the reboot. But I loved this movie. I really did. I thought this movie was I enjoyed it. I was really surprised to be how, like what I really liked about it was serious. I mean, there was some brutality there. I mean, they were holding back, and I think that was I think they needed to do that to grab the attention of the audience. They had to get you talking. When you were coming out of the theater, they wanted you to be talking about it. And you were. If you saw that movie in the theater, you definitely were talking about it.
I definitely talked about it.
Now, okay, all right. Now, let me ask you a question, Al, because I know you don't like this, obviously. But what was the reason why? Because it couldn't be characters. Because no Friday
There
the
is one.
13th movie, yeah,
Yeah,
no
there
Friday
is
the
no
13th
character.
movie had, huh?
I don't know. To me, um, they they tried too much stuff. Like they combined elements of the first four movies. Okay, but they didn't. I like yet nothing happened. Like it was, like it was to me. It was just kind of a waste of. I don't know. Like I would just have preferred another story instead of a weird mishmash rehash. And it's not that it wasn't done. Some of it was done, like I said, the cinematography was okay and stuff. Except some of the shit was so freaking dark, I couldn't tell anything that was going on.
Oh,
Um, the I don't know. It was too much. Uh, like Texas Chainsaw meets Jason kind of thing, and to me, it didn't feel like a proper Jason movie. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
yeah.
it does.
To me, I
I,
mean,
I,
to
yeah.
me, it just wasn't. It didn't click for me. I didn't like I said, I didn't like any of the characters. Um, and to me, it's personally, it was a waste of time for me. I said I do know a lot of people that like it. Obviously, Pat, you like it, and Sean, you too. But like, I don't know. It just didn't do it for me,
I
honestly.
mean, like when I saw it in the theater, like when I got out of the theater, I was kind of like 50-50, like kind of just like mediocre about it. But over the years, the more like sat down and watched it and like actually focused on it, you can appreciate some things about it. But there's certainly it has its flaws, and with its flaws, that's where I agree with you because like it's hard to say if it feels exactly like a Friday film because the elements are there, but it's not like the first eight films. But this is also why I don't really get into fan films for Friday the 13th. It's just like I don't feel like I'm watching a Friday the 13th film. Like, why don't I
Right,
just
right.
do this the right way instead of watching a fan film?
Now, I
But
actually felt
it's
like they did cover it the right way because yeah, the only thing I will agree with is I don't think they needed to jam in the last four films in the last 20 minutes. That was a mistake.
Yeah,
But but
way too much.
but they did have a lot of elements from the first four movies that I really enjoyed, and I'm glad they included it. Like I thought the underground thing was brilliant. Showing him, and it showed their Jason to be more intelligent than the one from the first four movies. He was smart, but he wasn't as smart as this one. This one here was, and he wasn't painted out as a mongoloid or abnormal. He was just a kid out in the woods when he saw his mom get killed. And so it didn't have that aspect of it, like a creature, like maybe not a illiterate. He didn't come across as illiterate or uneducated. He came across as very smart and very cunning. And when he kidnapped Whitney, that was spooky too because it showed that he had urges and feelings as well. Like before, it's like he's killing everything. He's killing all the women. It's like he's not even looking at them. But here, that's not so much. Like I wish they would have. I wish they would explain what drew him to Whitney. Like why was he drawn to her? That would have been interesting. Because she didn't look like his mom. You
No,
know, which thank God for that, right? But but still, he still had like, okay, I'm going to keep a girl. I'm going to keep her. We've seen that before here in America. There's been plenty of people who've kidnapped sex slaves and held them underground for years. If not, the Cleveland guy. So it's not unheard of. Uh, so uh, uh, so I mean, I like that aspect of it, but I didn't like the last 15 minutes being jammed in with all those throwbacks to the first four movies. Uh,
yeah. I need to sit down and watch the features. That's one thing I haven't done is watch the features for the remake.
I wish, yeah. They're a little thin. I mean, it's okay, but it's a little thin, and I wish they would have did a director's commentary on it. It would have really helped it. But they do talk to the cast. They talk about the different kills and what they went through and whatnot. So it's okay, but it's
Yeah, I'm
not.
looking at it right now.
Yeah, it's not nearly as good as the first 8 when it comes down to special features for sure.
Yeah, but that's like overall. That's why like special features are so important because it just gives you a better understanding of like why they shot certain scenes or why they had to do what they had to do, and it just explains things better. It gives you a better opinion about things.
I definitely want to go back. This movie definitely made me want to go back to watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the remake, which I do have. What makes me
the beginning?
the ones with Jessica Biel.
All right, that's the
Now
original.
that one,
I don't have the first 2.
now
The beginning's pretty good actually.
the Jessica Biel one, I like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I like them both.
I did think that this movie, I know a lot of people, I will have to say this though. When people say this is, they didn't show any character development. I have to sit there and say I disagree on that too, because there was some character development. And I actually thought that Clay Walker was more fully developed, than most characters. I like I like the connection with Jenna. I mean, they got a chance to talk a little bit. And I thought that Trent, even though he was an asshole, I thought his character was, he showed a lot of range. He showed who he was. He's an asshole. Or he's entitled. Then he's an asshole. Then he's a coward. And then then before he buys the farm. So he does show several sides of his personality, and they allow him to do that. The rest of the characters, yeah, not so much. And I dare say this too. And this is the first Friday the 13th movie without a final girl.
Yeah.
This is how I feel. I don't think Whitney did enough to qualify the final girl.
Right. Yeah, because she's not in it that much. Number one. Yeah.
I mean, showing her stabbing him with a machete. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Everybody gets a licking on Jason, but as far as what a final girl really does,
yeah,
she didn't really do anything. I thought Jenna was more of a final girl than she was. But
yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Now I will say this. Yeah, I don't care for this movie, but it is definitely not the worst thing I've seen. Definitely not even close.
Yeah, it's not the worst Friday the 13th movie.
No, I totally understand where you're coming from, Al.
Yeah, just didn't click for me.
I just I mean, like other people's opinions about horror remakes, like they can say whatever they want. Like remakes, like people's opinions on remakes, this never gets to me. It just doesn't bother me at all. I mean, obviously it's a negative opinion.
There are a few remakes that I do like. Like I said, I did like the Texas Chainsaw remake. I like the Evil Dead remake. There's a few. There's a few, but whatever.
Evil Dead.
I know the Evil Dead remake, the uncut Blu-rays. I think there's like a price drop on Amazon for like $12 right now.
Yeah, the Evil Dead remake was awesome.
Yeah, and then the extended edition, there's even more blood in it. So
yeah, I really enjoyed that. I thought that was well done. Let's see. Friday the 13th, 1980 is one of the best in the series. Yeah, I mean, and the first 5, really the first 4, or first 5, the final chapter. I really, taken away from what we watched.
You'll find out.
I'm so much more appreciative toward those first 5. Where he's human. I'm just so much more appreciative of that. I just, because I think once you make your character into supernatural, I think you really just hamper yourself. You just, as a writer, you don't have any room to breathe.
No, I disagree with that. The only reason why I disagree is because with the opposite of that, the possibilities are endless.
But yeah, all you're gonna get is just you're gonna get what we got for Halloween. Are you gonna get for the last
Are
for
we?
the
How do you
last?
know that?
Oh, because we thought look at the front. Look at Friday the 13th itself. I mean, seriously, after the first 5 movies, do you think the next ones are better than the first 5?
I think part 6 is probably better than. Well, I don't know. Like, I
But we're gonna get to our
my
list.
ranking is always changing for Friday the 13th, and just because there's so many good films in the series.
So
Um,
speaking of, should we start with some list?
we can. We should start with we should start with Jason first because that was a real small list.
Yeah.
We did our top 3 Jasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So who's your number 3 Jason?
My number 3 Jason was Ken Kessinger, I guess, the gentleman who played Jason in Jason X. Yes, Jason X.
No, Jason X was Kane Hodder.
Oh, I'm sorry. Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah, there you go.
He was pretty awesome.
All right, my number 3 is actually Zombie Jason from Part 6, played by C.J. Graham. I love his take on Jason because it's very, I don't know, he's very focused, and I don't know, I just dig the way he played him. Personally.
Yeah.
You know.
I do think it's weird that other than Kane Hodder, nobody got to play him twice.
So far, yeah.
Wow.
So far, no one's played him more than once but Kane. Yeah.
I don't know why, but like I'm like thinking about it right now, but it seems like throughout like all the Friday films, like Jason never uses his neck. If he wants to turn around and look at something, he's going to turn his whole body. He's not going to just turn his head. He's just going to turn around fully.
I think it's just because of the makeup, but you're right. It is weird.
Yeah, it probably is because of the makeup, but like you never see like, him being still and then turning his head. Like it's just the whole body shifts around.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, who was your number 2 Jason?
Mine?
Do you have 3 Jasons you can throw up?
3?
I didn't really have time to make a list, but I can go off the top of my head.
Okay, so who's your number 3?
My number 3 would probably be Sackbag from Part 2.
Part 2, okay.
Yeah.
Bryce Harper?
All right.
Bryce Harper, yeah. Bryce Harper and Babe Ruth.
That's fine.
Oh shit. Sorry, Sean.
I don't care.
Oh. Okay. So all right, you want to go with your number 2, Al?
Sure. My number 2 would be from the final chapter. I'm calling him Slasher Jason, played by Ted White. I just thought he was menacing, and he just kicked ass all over the place. He busted through that door. He was going after Corey Feldman. I don't know. I just when I think Jason, that is definitely one of the images that I think.
Yeah, nothing's like nothing can slow him down until he meets up with Jarvis.
Yep, pretty much. So that's my number 2.
I just wanted to comment that Mr. Bones is sitting there going, Bubba didn't do it. I'm not sure if you guys know this or not, but they are allegedly making a sequel to Dark Knight of the Scarecrow.
They did. It just came out a couple weeks ago.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Yep.
Don't tell me on Tubi, right?
It's on Blu-ray too.
Not that I know of. If it's on Tubi, I'm definitely going to review it.
Okay. Just don't copy anybody.
That's right. I'll try not to.
Yeah. Instead of Bubba didn't do it, it'll be like Al didn't copy.
Lucard didn't copy. Yeah.
My number 2 Jason was Derek Mears from the movie we just talked about. Yeah, I really appreciated his performance. I thought he played a great Jason. He was definitely he's younger than Kane Hodder, which is why I think they used him because they made him fast. And why, like, if they would have made him supernatural for this movie, they still could have used Kane Hodder. But because they wanted him lean and mean, and he's 17 years younger than Kane, I think that's why they cast him. Plus, not only that, but he already been doing some stunt work and acting work, and so it wasn't like Derek Mears was an unknown factor. And he later on went on to do the Swamp Thing series. So yeah, I really like Derek Mears quite a bit. I thought he did a fine job, and he made a good Jason.
I will definitely agree with you. I did like his version of Jason. I thought he was very well. I thought he did very well. Yeah.
Sean, you're number 2.
I gotta go with C.J. Graham, Part 6.
Yeah. He was just he just nailed it. He really did.
Also, his speed walking through the woods, man. That guy could speed walk, man.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true.
Hey, Kevin. That's crazy. I can't believe they made a sequel to. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I heard that they were going to. I didn't know they already had done it. That's what scares me.
So everybody in the chat too, let us know who's your favorite Jason.
Yeah. Drop off in the comments who your favorite Jason is.
We want to know
because we got. I'm pretty much sure we all are gonna have the same number 1. So I'll go first. My number 1 Jason was Kane Hodder. I mean, obviously, yeah, shocker.
Can't believe that. What
What
kind of crap is that, man? Jeez.
I know. He's like, yeah. What'd you do? Copy every list he saw? Obviously, you got to go with Kane Hodder. For one, he did. He did Jason X. That's right there is enough right there. But obviously, his longevity. I just wish he had better movies to start in because the movies that he was in, they're some of the weakest of the series. Whether it be story wise or the rating boards wise, he really got short shifted of what he could do, and that's a shame because if they would have made him like a slower Jason, I would have liked to see what he would have done in the remake. I think he would have been awesome in the remake if they had gone with the slow Jason, with the supernatural Jason, but they didn't. So but yeah, he's Kane Hodder is my number 1 Jason.
Well, I'm gonna throw a wrench in everything.
What?
Mine is also Kane Hodder.
Oh man, I was about ready to say you must be hanging upside down.
Okay, so he did 4 of them. Okay, 2 of the 4 are fantastic. So he has a half and half track record. At least,
what two are fantastic?
We're gonna get to that when we get to our list. But yeah, definitely Kane Hodder for me. Yeah, I mean he's Jason. There will never be another quite like Kane Hodder.
It's a real shame too, because you know what? If they would have been able to keep making these movies, I dare say that Derek Mears could have, especially with the level of what he could get away with. I do honestly think that if he would have made another 3 movies on the level of 2009, we wouldn't be talking Kane Hodder number 1. We wouldn't. We'd be talking Kane Hodder number 2, and that it wouldn't be a bad thing. But it's obviously you see Derek Mears and what he was able to do in 2009. It sort of makes you excited, for the possibilities, and sad for the lost opportunity because he would have been a terrific Jason.
Yeah,
all the way through.
Well, let's see. So we have Casey's. Casey's favorite is part 2. Sackhead Jason.
Flour sack Jason.
Yeah. All right. Cal says Kane, Ken, and CJ. Nice choices. Mm-hmm. Echo saying Kane. My mom saying Kane. MKF saying Kane. There you go. I think Kane's the winner.
Yeah, I think Kane is the man. Who'd you
Rightfully
pick?
so, man.
Who'd you pick for your number one, Sean?
I mean, I gotta pick Kane Hodder, right? I have to, but like, yo, Ted White in the final chapter, man, Jesus Christ,
Like I
that's an
said, it was
undeniable one too, man.
it was a tough. That's why, yeah,
But
Ted's right
I
there.
have to give Kane the credit though. I have to.
There you go.
All right.
Jason didn't do it.
Yeah, Jason didn't do it.
There you go.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you know what? That's funny because he didn't do it he didn't do it in two movies, right? He didn't do it in number one, and he didn't do it in the next chapter.
Yeah.
So you would be right in saying that, Mr. Bones.
And he's right. The NES Jason is terrifying. When he popped up in that freaking game, phew, yeah, man, oh yeah, I agree. Yes,
That's
indeed.
good.
All right, so
Vanessa says she liked the Carrie remake with Chloe Grace. Yep.
that was a guy. I actually like the Angela Bettis one a little better, personally. But yeah. All right, so let's see which one we want to do next. Let's see.
Well, the list I got are the best final girls, the best kills, and the best film. Where do you want to go first? Probably say best films for last.
Yeah, that'd be last.
Want to say the best kills for next, and do final girls first?
Either way, whichever you want to do.
Okay. I put 12, so I did 12, 12, and 12, one for every movie. So this would be our final girls, our favorite final girls.
Okay, final girls. I have 3.
What? I did 12.
Oh no, I didn't go through all of them. I just did my top 3.
Oh my gosh! Well, you guys gonna have to listen then to my top 12 because I put a lot of work into this. Okay.
Where'd you get 12 from?
One
Why
for
not
every
13?
girl. Yeah.
Why not 13? You may as well just go with 13.
Well, that would be yeah, I should have, but I actually went with 12.
Alright.
My number 12 was Whitney. So yeah, because I didn't think she did enough to be a final girl.
Right.
Number 2, I picked Megan.
From 6.
Number 11, I picked Megan.
That's from 6, right?
Yeah, Jason Lives. Number 10, I picked Laurie Campbell from Freddy versus Jason.
Mm-hmm. I think she's that low.
Number 9, I picked Rennie from Jason Takes Montreal. Number 8, I picked Pam. Number 7, I picked Jessica.
From which one? Which one?
That was God. That was from I think the new beginning, I believe. I could be wrong. You guys?
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong. I'll just go to my. I'll go up to my final. Number 6, I picked Alice.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Vic, you want a candy bar? Hey Vic, you want a candy bar?
Number 5, I picked Trish.
Okay. From final chapter. Mm-hmm.
And then number 4, I picked Tina from the New Blood. So I have my top 3.
All right.
I picked Alice though for that. I picked her, but I just thought the other girls did more, even though she did fight really hard, But she never faced Jason himself. Like face to face. So that then the other girls did. So well, except for the new beginning. But even then, I just thought I like her, but I just thought the other ones were just a little bit better.
Yeah. All right. So Cal's asking Jason or Freddy better NES game. Who I would have to go with Jason.
Yeah,
The Jason
Friday the
game was better.
13th.
The Freddy game was interesting, but it was like way too difficult to remember what the hell was going on, from what I remember.
Kevin's mentioned his number one final girl is Elizabeth Marcus, Agent Marcus. She wrecked Jason so bad he didn't recover for the almost for well not toward the end of the movie, but
Yeah,
yeah.
very
You know,
true.
she wasn't a final girl though. I mean,
Very
was she? I mean, she definitely led him into that. She definitely led him into that ass kicking.
well. Final Girl, as in that was his last moment of being a full together person.
Right. That's an interesting aspect. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So I tell you what, Sean, who's your third favorite final girl?
I am probably gonna have to go with part 3, the girl from part 3.
Chris
Claire
Higgins.
Higgins. Claire Higgins, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Chris Higgins. Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
She definitely had a lot of fight in her, and she definitely fought him off. Uh,
Yeah.
I think a
I
lot
also
better than
find
most
her
guys.
like flashback dream scenes, like when she's being chased by Jason, is so creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
I
see that.
agree.
Yeah, I can see that. All right. Well, my number 3 is actually Alice from part
Ooh.
one.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know. Like she was the first, and she was I I felt bad for her.
Yeah, me too.
You know, I just felt bad for her, and
She's terrified out of her mind, and she still manages to like hold some of her composure together. You know.
yeah, shockingly, yeah, she sure did.
It
All
did.
right,
It did.
Patrick.
It definitely made it seem like it was rooted in reality too. You know,
Yeah.
her face off against Mr. Voorhees. My number three is Jenny from Part Two. Jenny Field, Part Two.
All right.
So I liked her a lot. Again, it's just one of those things where I like the other ones just a little bit better. I think she definitely like we talked about this before, she definitely psychoanalyzed Jason, among the best. I mean, for sure. She seemed to she did show more compassion
Hmm.
toward his situation, even though he's crazy. Um, and she fought hard too. She's clever, she's smart, so she's definitely top three in my book.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
I definitely feel you.
John, your number two final girl.
Um, Jarvis's sister from Final Chapter, I guess. What's her name again?
Was that
Trish,
that was Trish?
Yeah,
Trish Jarvis.
yeah, I'll take that one.
All right. Okay. That's it.
That's not bad.
That's an interesting choice because really that one kind of has a final guy more than a final girl.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I'm sitting here like trying to think, and like I can't even like I don't focus on Final Girls that much. It's not really like
Yeah. Yeah.
something that. But yeah, now we're talking about it. Now I got to think about it. But like I'm just kind of going quick off the top of my head here.
No, it's definitely not a bad choice for sure.
no,
Yeah,
there's no
definitely
bad
good.
choices. I mean, they're
No, I
final
mean,
girls
yeah,
for a
yeah. There's
reason.
no bad choices.
Unless you pick the Friday the 13th remake, yeah, it's understandable.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, I did. That's why the remake did not do a good job at establishing a final girl. And
I don't even know if that's what
if
they
they were
wanted
real,
to go for.
I think if
Did
they
they
were
want to
making,
go for that? Like I think they probably tried to steer away from that, so we're not having more of the same.
I think if they really were brave, I think they should have done would have had Whitney, take one for the brother and leave, have Jenna as the final girl. And I could see that she's sacrificing herself to save her brother. After being separated for so long. Because like I said, I thought Jenna made for a much better final girl, but they didn't do that. The technical term for a final girl is the last one still alive at the end of the movie. I
Hmm.
just didn't think that she didn't. I just didn't think she was, did enough.
Right, right. I got you.
Yeah, see, Star Lord. See, that's what I say. That's what I said too. Star Lord. The remake is the final girl that didn't make it. Yeah, that's how I felt too.
Yeah, pretty
It was
much.
sad seeing her die because I wasn't expecting it. I really wasn't. I was thinking, okay, they're gonna get out, and I actually thought that Whitney was still gonna be the one to die. I didn't think it would be Jenna, so it was a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah,
Um, my number two.
yeah. Who's your two, and then I'll do my two.
Okay, the only two girls because there's two final girls in this movie, and I picked Rowan and KM14 from Jason X, the Andromeda girls.
Solid. Yep.
KM14 and Rowan, they were awesome.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely agree. Both awesome characters, awesome movie. Yep. Good stuff.
Uh, John, tell us your number one, buddy.
But wait,
It's gotta be.
I didn't do my number two.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah,
Al's going
okay.
to do number two, or gonna do
Number 12.
number
My,
number
my
two.
number two is Tina Shepard from The New Blood.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
I
Yep.
mean, she kicked his booty all over the place, and it was I mean, it was amazing.
that's the reason why I picked that. Yeah, I mean, I'll comment on that more later, but yeah, I mean, there are some girls on here that definitely took the fight to Jason, and it was fun. It's definitely fun to see that. See them reacting defensively, but going after it offensively. It was cool to see. Like, all right, this is what you get. And I would have made Laura Campbell a little bit more higher in my list, but like I agree with what most people say that Freddy versus Jason is mostly a Freddy movie. So that's the reason why Laurie Campbell wasn't higher.
Yeah, I totally get that. Yeah, I completely get that.
I think someone commented about he liked Laurie Campbell from that because she jiggled well. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Oh shit. All right.
all right, Sean, you're number one.
It's definitely Amy Steele from part 2.
Oh, Jenny. All right. That's I know a lot of people pick her as their number one. In fact, I think the majority of people say Jenny as number one.
I also
just-
picked Ginny as my number one as well.
Yeah, she's just a strong female figure.
She's just awesome. She's
You
just
picked her as your number one too.
I did.
There's someone in this fucking room. There's someone in this fucking room.
She was just so smart and just she outsmarted Jason.
Yeah.
She was the first one to really kind of put Jason in his place.
Right.
Must
You know
have
what I
took
mean?
a lot of
Which
guts.
I agree. I agree. She's definitely the best final girl for definitely the first two films. But I do think that she got overtaken by Chris Higgins in number 3.
See, I didn't feel the same way about Chris.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just didn't. I don't know. Again, she didn't do it for me.
Yeah, that's who I knew. When I was watching that movie and I knew we were going to be doing our list, and I watched that movie and I'm going like, I already knew about KM14. I knew about Rowan, but I always knew that Chris was going to be not my number one. I thought that she brought more to she was awesome. She took it to him, and I thought she was just as smart and as resourceful as Jenny was.
Yeah.
But they're all good, well, I mean, except for Whitney. But all the 11, I mean, and they all have their strengths and weaknesses for sure. I mean, that's the reason why they're still alive. But so it was, it's not because there's not any bad final girls. I know there wasn't any in here I would sit there and say, like no way. I'm sure Whitney, if she would have got more of a chance, I'm sure she probably would have taken care of business a little bit better, but who knows? But I thought the rest of the girls on here definitely were amazing.
Yeah.
We didn't do final guy, so sorry about that, ladies.
I mean, there's really only one.
Let's see.
It's worth mentioning.
Let's take a vote. Jennifer Tochi versus Jenny. Jimmy Fields, who take it?
The Boglin Queen will win that all day.
That's right. Boglins.
Yeah, Vanessa's favorite is also Genie.
Yep. Cal says he liked Whitney. I would have I would have liked Whitney too, but I just wanted her to do more. I mean, yeah, I mean, there's not really a bad pick on the list. It's just I would have liked to see them do more, you know. All right, so now we're down to 2 categories. We're down to best kills. How many best kills did you do? 3?
3, 4, 5, 6. I got 7.
Okay, good. Thank God. All right, so I'll do my first 5, and then we'll do roundtable. Do you have 7 kills, Sean? Can you remember?
I got at least 3 I can think of off the top of my head right now. I didn't
Okay.
really have time to sit down and write stuff. I've been.
I know. I
this
didn't expect
weekend's
you
been a little busy.
Yeah, I didn't expect you to do the list with us. That's cool. We'll get to you for your final 3. So here's my 12th favorite kill. The 12th, and this shows you how strong this list is. And I'm with Al with this too, man. There's
This
a
was
lot
so
of kills.
tough. Yeah, this was really tough.
Really tough. My number 12 was actually Chelsea from Friday the 13th, 2009. That's my 12. And that's one of the strongest skills in the whole franchise. Oh, yikes. Let's see. Next was Sam from Friday the 13th, the final chapter.
Yep.
Number 10, Adrian, the girl, the nitrogen girl, number 10 from Jason X. I know a lot of people put that as number 1. Not me. I think it was cool what he did to her, but see, he killed her. He killed her by putting her in the nitrogen. So she was dead by the time he pulled her out and smashed her face. And that's the reason why. That's the thing. Now if he would have, it was still a brutal kill, but that smashing of the face, that was just overkill. That's why it's low on my list. Number 9, I put 2, and I'll explain why. I put Andy and Debbie from part 3. I actually thought Debbie was definitely one of the saddest.
Yeah.
And actually not even commented on. Like when I saw the hook, I was really shocked. They were able to get this through. Andy is the one that was cut in half. He was on his hands and he was walking on the hand, and Jason cut him right down the center. And Debbie was his girlfriend, but Debbie was pregnant.
Yeah.
That was a mind blower when I saw that. I was like, that is really messed up. Scary.
It doesn't bother me because what are you doing out partying if you're pregnant? What are you doing? You're asking for it.
Yeah, but you know what though? To show a pregnant woman getting killed, it adds to the effect. Yeah, but I don't think up to that point in time, I don't think I've ever seen that before on a horror movie. Never. And I was just thinking about it. I've never seen it. I've never seen that. It was almost like I'll explain that later. But I put that there for my 9th kill. My 8th kill was Vera from Friday the 13th Part 3 with the spear gun to the eye. Yeah, that was brutal.
Yep.
Number 7. Okay, that's where I'm at. So number 7, right there. So what is your number 7?
My number 7 comes from Freddy versus Jason, and it was Trey, the guy that got sandwiched in the bed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was like a badass kill. Yeah.
Dude, that guy got fucked up.
That dude. Yeah. I mean, that was just killer.
Dude, I mean, not only when they stabbed him, right? He was fucking, and it was awesome because you felt that. You felt every time. I mean, it was most of the time it's like 1, 2, they're dead, right? Mm-hmm. But he's feeling every single one of those stabs and still has enough left in the tank to fill that bed. It was like, damn.
Yeah.
What a rough way to go.
There you go.
Jason killing Rick in part 3 because they had his eyeball pop out. Yeah, that was interesting. Definitely.
Stay tuned.
Let's see. Nessa, you're practically part of the panel. We just yeah.
Yeah, she did her 3 final girls. Yeah.
All right. Oh, she did? Who
Yeah.
are your 3 final girls, Vanessa?
Her number 1 was Ginny. 2 was come on, computer.
Wait, her number 1 is Jenny?
Her number 1 was Ginny. Her number 2 is Tommy Jarvis.
Your number 1 was Jenny too?
It was.
I'm wondering about this.
But she said her number 2 was Corey Feldman and Tommy Jarvis was number 2.
Okay, all right.
And then her 3rd one was Tina.
Yeah, I can see Corey Feldman as a final girl.
Yeah, why not? What the hell? So if we're gonna do that, let me.
Of course,
I may need to change my rank here.
Of course, we're only saying this because Jennifer's not here.
Yeah.
How do you get a Jennifer out? Just mention the Fell Dog.
There you go. Yeah.
That's right.
So what's your 7?
My number 7 was Crispin Glover. From the final chapter. Yep, Crispin. I was still shocked. I think what really shocked me about that still was the fact that he says, "Where's the corkscrew?" And then he got hit on the hand, and he didn't make a peep. He didn't make a noise. I was watching it on TV, and I yelled louder than he did.
Hey Ted, where's the corkscrew?
Yeah, and then he gets stabbed through the hand. Right? He doesn't make a noise. He doesn't make a noise, and then he turns his body to look behind him. I'm like, you're turning your whole body with that thing still on your hand, and you're turning like that? I'd be like frozen. Like, don't touch me. I thought that was
a fuck mentality, man.
Hobbs is saying good night, folks. What? Because he named Corey Feldman the final girl. Uh-oh. Come back, Hobbs. Come back. No, he's not going anywhere. He only says that when we poke fun at him or the Bengals or something like that.
The Boglins. Cincinnati Boglins.
Spectacular.
Bengal Boglins.
Bengal Boglins. Boglin Bengal.
Cincinnati Bengal Boglins.
Boglin Bengals. Now, we're going to get him to actually say it for real if we don't knock it off. So who was your 7?
Mine was Trey, the bed thing.
Oh, okay.
Go to 6.
Okay, what's your number 6?
My number 6 is from the original, and it's Jack, the Kevin Bacon character, the arrow through the throat.
Ooh, nice.
It's just so iconic, and everybody knows that one. Like, that's one everybody freaking knows, and it's just completely iconic. And it was gruesome as all hell, especially for the time.
Definitely.
Yeah.
My number 6, I put Amanda from Friday the 13th, 2009, the girl who got cooked in the sleeping bag.
That's an honorable mention for me, by the way. That's
a human marshmallow.
Yeah, human marshmallow. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I put. I thought her death was, I thought that was just really brutal, extremely so. What a.
It's almost like being put in a coffin and then someone like putting a tube in through there and just like pounding smoke into your coffin,
Yeah, pretty much.
Like being buried alive and smoked to death.
Yeah. That's a good analogy. All right, number 5. You ready for number 5?
Number 5. You want to go or you want me?
Go ahead.
My number 5 was Trey from Freddy versus Jason.
Dead, yeah. I mean, it's just brutal.
Dude,
man.
He got served.
Boys. Right, my number 5 is Rick from Part 3. That's the eyeball
Oh, right.
The eyeball. That's my number 5. Yeah, great scene. Super memorable kill.
Let me see if I can do that.
Yeah,
It's not working.
not, yeah, especially in 3D.
Yeah, 3D. It was fun. It was fun. I saw it in 3D in the theaters. I'm sitting there and they're doing all the 3D effects, and they actually did that eyeball. Everybody's like all jumping back and screaming because it was such a fun effect. It just would have made it a little bit better if they would have had some blood squirting out too.
Yeah.
Um,
remember the old guy with the Kale's eye?
Yeah. Yep.
oh yeah,
I don't even remember what he's mumbling. What he's like mumbling something.
that's the only time we ever saw him too. We thought, well, there's the new Crazy Ralph,
Yep.
but nope, that was it.
He must have stumbled all set and everybody forgot about him.
Yeah, either that or he started running the studio.
Yeah, they're watching the dailies. They're like, that guy. Where'd he go?
Come back, Jack, come back.
Forgot about him.
Someone says no one has said anything about the Johnny Cage decapitation. All right, number 4. Number 4 for me, I put Sheriff Garris from Jason Lives.
Okay, that's a surprise.
Yeah, he also too suffered some back trauma.
He did.
Yeah,
He indeed.
shit.
Yeah,
His fault for not listening.
yeah, he got served up too.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Wherever the red dot goes, you bang.
Yep.
You bang. That's right. All right, my number 4 is Jeff and Sandra from Part 2 in the bed getting speared.
Oh yeah. That was brutal. That was brutal.
That was you. And
I think it's very romantic, actually.
But
in a weird way. Yeah.
That is the most romantic kill ever.
What do you think? They came together. They left together.
Hey, yeah, no.
Zoinks.
Could be a worse way to go, I guess.
Yeah. Sean, who's your number 3?
My number 3 would have to be. I'm gonna have to go with Part 3. The guy walking on his hands, the crotch chop.
Oh, okay. Andy. Yep. He definitely went to pieces.
You might be surprised at my number 1, but I don't care. I love this. My number 1 is nothing's getting in front of that. But
cool.
what am I, number 2 now?
You will be.
Or is that you?
I can go my number 3. My number 3 was Alice.
Number 3.
With who?
My number 3 was Alice from Part 2.
Oh, okay.
Because it was so surprising.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was actually surprising to see her in the movie. Like when it starts out, it's like, oh shit, they got her back. And then you're thinking that she's going to be in the whole movie, and that thing takes a swan dive real fast.
Yeah, it was such a surprise to see it because it's just like, yeah, they don't ever come back like that. And then the killer was like, whoa, what? It was
what else is actually like really terrifying about it is the fact that you see that Jason is in a residential neighborhood.
Well,
when I first saw that movie, I was like, wait, he knows how to get out of the woods and get to people's streets and stuff? Like, that's what scared me more about it.
Yeah, we talked about that on our show about Jason showing great intelligence. He was able to maneuver around and follow her. It was really interesting to see that. And it's, we talked about that. That was cool though. It was cool. It's like he wasn't just a brainless zombie like he was later on to be. Here, he was actually showing intelligence and decision making, and and that to me that makes a character more real, more based on reality, which makes it more scary. So I thought that part was really good. Jason is a dasher and a slasher in the midnight flasher.
Slash and dash.
All right. My number 3 was Adrian from Jason X. That's the crystal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's my number 3.
Number 3.
Yeah. All right, what's y'all's number 2?
Okay, number 2. My number two or Sean number two?
I'll go, I guess.
Yeah, who wants to go?
Ted, where's the corkscrew? It's got to be the corkscrew.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
so I will have to say about Crispin though, at least he didn't die a virgin. He did get, he did go out on a high note.
Yeah, he did not die a dead fuck.
Yeah,
he didn't. Yeah. So kudos to Jimmy.
Yeah.
Fuck Ted.
I raised up a glass for him, but my hands got screwed by the corkscrew.
Mm-hmm. All right, what's your number two, Pat?
My number two is Mrs. Voorhees from the first movie.
Oh, the toothpick kill.
Yeah, I thought that it was. It was really interesting. Women on women death, and also, and then also a decapitation scene of a woman. I thought that was very interesting.
Yeah, I can definitely see that for sure. Absolutely. All right, so my number two is Mark from Part 2. That's the wheelchair.
Oh, brutal!
Oh,
yeah.
I forgot about that one. The hack face.
His hack face.
He goes for the hack face ride.
Yeah. I mean,
I was really surprised how well he managed to keep his balance while he was dead.
I don't think it's a real person.
Oh. Like, wow! I mean, I couldn't even do that facing forward and being alive, and yet this guy's going back downward, and he's dead.
Actually, it could be Ralph really drunk. Maybe they did that to Ralph.
Yeah,
maybe.
Maybe they were like, "Yo, Ralph, we got another scene for you. You got to wear this guy's stuff, and we're gonna have your back to the camera. You're gonna go flying down these stairs, Ralph."
Man, Ralph himself had a brutal death. He got garroted with barbed wire.
Yeah,
he's got a death curse.
Yeah. Well, you're all doomed. You're all doomed.
We ain't gonna stand for any weirdness out here.
That's right. All right, number one, fellas.
Number one, Sean. Bring it home.
It's got to be Part 7 when Melissa takes an axe to the face and gets thrown into the TV.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, she opened the door.
Love it, dude. Yeah. I hate Melissa so much that it's so satisfying to see her get whacked in the face with that axe and then thrown into the TV. And then the camera that goes right on Jason, this looks so great, man. Yeah. And then after that, he basically gets his head starts expanding from the telekinesis powers that she has.
Yeah.
Which I guess that's how I think that's like the reason why he looks like that and Jason goes to hell. The director must have been like, wow, his head's bubbling since Part 7. So
Tina scanned his ass.
There you go.
All right. How about you, Al? What was your number one kill?
Mine was just mentioned by Star-Lord. Julius from Jason Takes Manhattan, the boxing scene when he literally knocks his head off.
Wow.
And it the whole POV of it going down just completely solidified everything, and it was just great.
I love the sound effects when he's trying to punch Jason. The sound effects when he's punching the mask, like they sound so like 100% real.
Yep. That's my number one.
My number one kill is Jason and Jason X. That's KM14 fucked his ass up.
Yeah.
I mean, she just absolutely just wiped his ass off. That was my favorite for sure.
That's a good one. I didn't think about putting that, but that's definitely definitely up there.
Yeah, that's just an amazing kill. Just walked up there and just shot his shit up and did it right too. Not one of those monologuing, like, okay, I shot him once and I'm gonna go off over here. No, you got to shoot him 6 times. And I think she did. I think she did shoot him 6 times. Yeah. So that would be my favorite kill for sure of the franchise. But
I like how all three of us had a different one too.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah. All right. But now I know you got 12 movies for this one.
I do. I have to flip my page over.
All right. Woo! Woo! Okay, we're
All right.
ready. Are you going to do this one, Sean? We're going to do the 12 movies, and we're going to do a 12.
From least
What,
favorite. to
ranking
favorite.
them?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're ranking the films,
From 12 to 1.
All right.
12 to 1.
All right. Least favorite. Number 12. Pat, what is your least favorite?
Mine,
Friday the 13th movies.
my least favorite was Jason Takes Montreal.
All right.
That movie sucks so hard. Just God,
Yeah,
that was so terrible.
I had to agree with you, Patrick.
That by far is the worst one.
All right. So Sean, you agree? Same.
Yeah, I would probably pick Manhattan. Yeah,
Okay.
I find that so hard to watch that movie. It's got so many cool things about it, though. Like it's worth watching, but it's just at the end of the day, I
I
don't
will
find
say
myself
that
revisiting that one.
it does have an epic scene, where Jason comes up there and he stands, looks around Times Square.
Yeah.
I do like that scene. I mean, but it's a scene, not the movie. But there's so many plot holes in this movie. Oh my Lord, have mercy!
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the cruise ship's on a freighter. Oh my God!
In Vancouver.
Now,
Vancouver.
remember everyone in the chat. There is a giveaway. Before we continue with this, there will be a giveaway later of a digital code for the very first Friday the 13th movie. And
Yeah. So
to
which
win-
movie? Again, remember, which movie do you think that we're going to pick to be our number one?
you have to pick all three of us, our number one movies. What are we gonna say is number one? And if
Yeah.
nobody guesses all three, I'll get the closest one. All right. So
all the guys that are everybody here already in the chat that picked Jason Takes Manhattan, you're out.
you're out. Sorry.
One because you got it wrong, and two because you picked it. Okay. Okay.
All right. So my number 12 is the reboot. I'm sure no one is surprised at that.
What? I knew you didn't like it, but I didn't think you hated on it that much. You think it's worse than? You think it's worse than? Oh my God!
I do. I cannot stand the reboot. I just can't stand it. Like that's okay. When I watched it today for this show, that was only the third time I've ever watched it because I hate it that much.
But she has stupendous tits.
Sometimes it takes a little more than that. Yep.
John,
Sorry, guys.
John's hurt my feelings.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Number 11, Sean.
My number 11 film?
Yeah.
Wait, so we start at 12. 11 would have to be Freddy versus Jason.
Oh.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Now, is that because you didn't like the movie, or do you feel it's more of a Freddy movie than a Jason movie?
Don't really care for the movie.
It did have some good kills in it, though.
I feel like it starts out like, it's in a way it's like almost like fan service starting out, but it's like in a good way, and then it just really loses its luster really fast.
I just found
I feel like I'm watching someone play a video game or something. Like I don't know. It's just.
I just thought the idea of those two fighting, this was sort of stupid. It's like, why are we watching? I mean, honestly, I don't know how or how they should have done this, but they really have wanted to make this thing pop. They should have made it with Ash versus Freddy, or Ash versus Jason. That's the only way.
That's not what everyone was like. That's not what everybody wanted, though.
But that's the only one that makes sense, because you're watching two evils. It's like, who are we rooting for? You can't root for Jason because he's a serial killer. You can't root for Freddy because he's a child killer. I mean, who are you rooting for? I mean, with Ash, you can sit there and say, yeah, I'm rooting for Ash. Or it's like rooting for Godzilla versus King Kong. You root for Godzilla because Godzilla's all that in a cup of coffee. That's right, I said it. Go Godzilla.
There you
go.
All right. Pat, what's your
Uh,
number 11?
my number 11 actually is is also Freddy versus Jason. I
Wow.
didn't like it. I didn't really like it that much at all. I just didn't like I didn't like the plot line. I didn't like the I mean it had a couple of good kills. I just didn't like that. It seemed more of a Freddy movie than a Jason movie anyway. So I wasn't all that big of a fan. But I will say that Monica Keena, I'm sorry, it's a shame that she didn't blow up. She was really cute in this
She
movie.
was kind of everywhere for like maybe 2 or 3 years. She was kind of around, and then she disappeared. Yeah.
Yeah, she married Edward Furlong, and
Yeah, I think that's what
talking
happened.
about destroying your career.
Yeah.
Um,
All right.
yeah,
So
that's my number 11.
all right. So my number 11 is Jason Takes Manhattan.
Man,
So it's not that far from the
you
reboot.
couldn't put that at 12.
I put that at 11.
God, that's my God. There's just no. Oh,
This is
golly.
this is the freak Patrick out moment of the night, y'all.
Wow, this is crazy. I don't think I've ever, I don't I you know I'm wondering if anybody else is because I always thought that universally that would be either that one or Jason Goes to Hell would be all on the bottom. Neither Jason Goes to Hell doesn't go on the bottom, but I know a lot of people put it on the bottom.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
All right, number 10, Sean.
me, I don't hate you. He hates in 2009. Uh,
I gotta go with. I'm gonna go with the remake.
Okay.
you can't try killing me.
Pat's like, you guys.
That just makes me laugh.
Yeah, you
Uh,
guys.
oh my God! All right. Well, no. That's how you feel. That's how you feel. I mean,
I was about to not pick it, but I was like, I gotta be honest here.
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
That's what it's all
Uh,
about.
all right. So, what's your number 10 there?
My number 10 is Jason Goes to Hell. It's just I appreciate that they tried something different, but I just don't think that was the right way to go. That's
Hmm.
basically how I feel about it.
I just,
I hear you.
yeah, I hear you too. I just really felt, I just think they put Jason in a really small box. I mean, it's like, what can you do with a character that hasn't been done? I think that's the reason why, like they took him to the big city in Manhattan, and that was new, and they made, they put him in space, and they, sent him into hell. But I think they were just trying to come up with just an idea of a story, something that hasn't already been done. Well, we can't go back to Camp Crystal Lake and kill another 12 kids. We've already done that like 6 or 7 times, with the money shrinking. It wasn't like the well, why did they do that? They should have just kept doing what they're doing. Well, they did, but every movie came out got smaller and smaller. So that forced them to think outside the box and try to come up with a creative story.
Mm,
So I can't blame them for that.
yeah, yeah.
For me, number 10, I put Jason: The New Beginning.
New beginning. All right.
Yep. Uh, 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 uh,
Yeah, my mom says Pet Paladin for.
Oh, he came up. He came up earlier.
He did
Yeah,
very early on. Yeah.
yeah. The fierce cheetah made a cameo appearance.
Yeah. All right, we're at number 9, y'all. Who wants to go first?
I guess I'll go with Jason X.
All right.
Okay.
In a shocking twist, my number 9 is also Jason X.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Pat's just like. Mm.
This is. We can also do the Ultraman too, Sean.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. I think we're making Casey happy today. We've already mentioned Godzilla. Now we did Ultraman.
Bam. There you go.
Yeah, we delivered everything Casey likes. All right.
Right. Now, one of us has to put their head on fire and spin around like Gamera. All right. So that was
Pretty
your number
intense.
nine. Number nine. My number nine. I put Jason Lives.
Ooh,
Yep.
so far.
Jason Lives. I was just like, oh God, here we go. Here
That's
we go.
it. I'm done. I'm shutting off this stream.
Uh-oh.
Done with you.
Unsubscribing to everybody. Cancel my channel. Fucking done with this shit.
Yeah. Good night, folks.
Yeah, thanks. Take care. Have a good weekend. Bye.
Won't be back. Yeah, I put Jason Lives because this is the first step they made into the supernatural Jason, and I'm not really that big of a supernatural guy, so not really, so new beginning. What about you? Where are we at now?
Now we're on 8. Number 8.
All right.
So my number 8.
And you can't name 2009 again, Sean. I know you want to.
But it's my turn, right? Number 9 we're on?
Yep. No, number 8.
Number 8.
Mm-hmm. The 8th favorite.
It's got to be Jason Goes to Hell.
All right. Okay, my number 8 is Part 5, A New Beginning.
I was about to pick that too, but I kind of like nowadays. I kind of like the new beginning a little bit more. Than Jason
I know
Goes to
there's
Hell.
definitely things about it. There's a lot of things about it I like actually. Now, you see, now is where it starts getting like really difficult to put things in order because they're all kind of good.
Right.
So, yeah.
We got the more meaningful ones coming up. So.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I have a new beginning down at the bottom because it was just like,
Yeah.
So what's your number 8, Patrick?
My number 8 is also Jason Goes to Hell.
All right. Yeah. So y'all put a little bit higher than I did.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah, I
bad.
actually like Jason Goes to Hell.
I thought there were some elements there for sure. I mean that they made it a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I liked that movie a lot more than I thought I would.
Yeah.
I really did. I thought it was I just wish they would have. I actually wish they would have made Creighton Duke though survive because I thought he made an interesting hero.
I definitely wish he would have had a bigger part.
Yeah.
Sure. When I came out, I mean, when that movie came out in 93, I was 13. So when I saw it, first time I saw it, I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. It was actually one of my favorites.
I think I was 10 years old when that came out.
And then the more I watched it, the more it kind of went down. Not that it's a bad movie or anything. It's a bad movie. Actually, it's a pretty good movie. But I don't know. It just lost something for me the more times I watched it.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought but it had Julie Michaels in it. I thought that'd be enough to save it. That's just
I know when that first came out, man, I rented that movie religiously, and I couldn't even explain why I liked it so much. I just think I'm such a big fan of Friday the 13th. That's why I loved it. But
2 words, I know why you liked it so much. Agent Marcus.
What?
Agent Marcus. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
I thought when I first watched that and I was like listening to music, I was like, did I rent the wrong movie? Like I pulled it out of the VCR to make sure it said Jason Goes to Hell on it. I was like, yep, that's Jason Goes to Hell.
All right, that's Jason.
Yeah, but how many of us marked out when we saw Freddy's hand come up there and grab his
Oh
map?
yeah. Oh, absolutely.
That's probably one of the biggest, singular cheers in the whole franchise is when Freddy's hat went disappear. When Freddy came out and took the hat. Everybody.
Yeah, I also feel like that scene is so important. Like, without that scene, I don't even think you get Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
And it's so bummed out is that they made such they did over too much on Freddy and not enough on Jason. It could have been saved. The series, the movie could have been saved, but Jesus, I mean, it hurts that Jason doesn't talk. You know, it really does because, you know, physically he's imposing and he's definitely the dominant. But Freddy's got all the lines. He can speak. I mean, that really makes the movie his, you know, by default. You know, he can express himself, he can make jokes and everything else. I mean, you know, Jason just walks around lumbering around. It's like, that's boring. You know, Freddy, that's the reason why Freddy's so popular because Freddy makes all those one-liners.
Yeah, but Freddy had a real life. Jason never had any development with other human beings, which is why he doesn't talk.
Yeah, you know what though? Yeah, I mean, we definitely know though that he had you know, he had vocalization because you know because when he got hit or stabbed, he definitely articulated that. But yeah, you're right, Sean. You're right. He didn't have any interaction,
Right.
and yeah,
And all he knew was misery, and it's like, he's at that point where I got one eye, I have no fucking family, I live in the woods, I eat tree bark.
one thing I did not see. I want to circle back to this because this is the one thing I did not see. Though they said that they try to put this into the movie in in the reboot, they try to make Jason have a more sympathetic story, so you feel sorry for him a little bit more. I never got that at all in this movie. I never got that at all. It was just like, okay, so he saw his mom getting killed. Okay, yeah, but that's it, but his mom was a killer, you know, and it's like I just I didn't feel sorry for him, you know. It's like, and he, like I said, they didn't have him come across as being a, you know, a special needs guy. I think that he did, you know, he was smarter than the first Jason. I think he would have found out that his mom was a murderer. I don't necessarily think he would have been standing up there celebrating that either.
Yeah.
But okay, where are we at?
Number 7.
All right. Okay. I'll go.
Okay.
I put Friday 7th, the New Blood.
Okay. All right, you got the New Blood. So Kane. So that's your that's your second Kane movie. No, third. That's your third Kane horror
That's right.
movie
Third Kane.
on your list. Wow.
Third Kane.
How about that? All right. What about you, Sean? Number 7.
Part 5.
5. All right. Yeah. This. Yeah. I mean, it's just it's almost not even a Jason movie. All right. So I might blow some people's mind with my number 7, but my number 7 is Part 3. Yeah. Now, to be fair, when I was a kid, I hated Part 3, like with a passion. Like it was my least favorite. And over the years, of course, I've grown to like it, and now, like I said, it's right in the middle for me. So it's especially by doing this show, I really have a much greater appreciation for it than I did years ago.
Yeah, you know, that's one thing about these movies too. I agree with you 100%, Al. Watching these movies together for so long, you know, it's like when me and Knight were talking about deep dives, and I told him, this is, you know, I said, this is before we had got the show store or anything. They were doing a deep dive on the Night Watch though, and I asked him, I said, I mean, how do you stay enthused to do a deep dive on a show, on a series that's 40 years old? I mean, what new can you what you know, how can you make it new? I mean, hasn't it been pounded to dinosaur dust? And I must say, because of the set I can sit there and say that no, because there's a lot of things I did not know. I did not know about Friday the 13th, and it
Yeah.
was like so refreshing to read about it and to share about it. Now, some of you guys may know all that stuff before I did, but I didn't know it, and so, you know, and sharing it with you guys was a lot of fun.
Yeah, 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 yeah. This has been a blast for sure. All right, so we got over. All right, part number 6.
All right, Sean, you want to go? What's your number 6, Al?
Number 6 is gonna have to be. Just making sure I'm not missing something here.
You just rolling. You just looking at the list on the on Wikipedia.
No, just looking at my collection.
Yeah, that's what you're probably looking at.
Wait, what? It's part 7. Yeah, part 7, The New Blood.
All right. Yeah,
I think part 7 would have been a little bit better for me if they would have made her just a little bit stronger.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of part 7 though.
Oh yeah.
I think if they would have made her just a wee bit stronger, it would have been more interesting. Like literally taking his ass up to up to 500 feet and dropping his ass. That would have been more interesting.
All right. So my number 6 is part 2.
Ooh,
Sackhead Jason.
That's
Um,
surprising.
part 2.
There's a lot of things I like about part 2. Don't get me wrong. But to me the pacing is a little off, and that to me that really hurts it. Like I said, I love like Ginny. Ginny's my favorite final girl. So there you go, and it's number 6. So there you go.
My number 6 is the first Friday,
Wow.
1980. That's my number 6. There's a lot I like on it, but some of it's just I don't know. I mean, there are some good things to it. I mean, there definitely is. It's not necessarily I'm picking at 6 because I don't like it. I do. I just think that there's better movies ahead of it.
Apparently, Vanessa does not like the fact that I picked part 2 for number 6.
Ooh, yeah, Vanessa's on fire over here. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. Could be interesting. I think Vanessa, I think you should grease the pole where he sleeps on.
Once we get done with the ranking, I'm gonna have to check out.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We're gonna end it after that because I do too. I work in the morning.
Yeah.
All right, number 5, fellas. We're top 5.
All right,
Number 5 is I'm gonna go with Final Chapter.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, definitely a classic.
Yeah.
And it's in all of our top 5s apparently.
I think it is.
I mean, part 4 at one point was my favorite film of them all, but this is one franchise where my ranking will change at least 2 times throughout the year.
Yeah, it's definitely changing. Mine's changed a few times over the years too, for sure. Yep.
Right. My number 5 is Friday 2009.
Oh, Remake getting some love. There you go.
Yep. So I thought this one was a lot of fun. It also was very violent. It was haunting and a couple of really haunting kills, for sure. I thought for a reboot, I thought they did a fine job with it, and I too also would like to see a sequel. I would have liked to see a sequel with the same character. Yeah, definitely.
So you actually ranked the remake over the original?
Yeah, I liked the reboot better.
Yeah, very interesting.
You and Bronco Juggalo sit in a lonely place together with that. But it's not a bad opinion though.
All right, so my number 5 is The New Blood, Part 7, first one with Kane Hodder. I love the last 20 minutes are amazing and just blew me away when the first time I saw it.
Yeah, and Part 7 will always be fun.
I mean, it's one of my absolute favorites. I still watch it all the time.
Yeah.
It's
I watched it this past Friday the 13th. What did I do? I did 5, 6, and 7 this past Friday the 13th.
Nice. All right, gentlemen. Number 4.
Number 4 is I'm gonna go with Part 3.
All right, good choice.
Yeah, 3D.
My number 4, I put Friday the Final Chapter.
All right, so y'all two are kind of in sync there. Mm-hmm. Pretty close. Mm-hmm. Pretty close.
You know, Part 3 is such a good film, but my only issue with it, it looks like fucking shit. Even the 4K scan from Scream Factory looks better, but just it's still like, damn, this film's never gonna look good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I totally get that.
But at least they
And
give it,
3D totally screwed it.
but I do think the Screen Factory did us right though by
Yeah,
having Joe and Adam do the commentaries. I thought their commentaries were spot on.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they did a great job with what they were dealt with. You know,
Yeah.
probably better than I expected, but that film just will never look 100% good. You know,
Yeah, yeah, I
it's,
totally
it's a
get
little
that.
frustrating though.
All right, so my number 4 is Freddy versus Jason.
What?
Oh, all right, it's high on your list.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really high.
I always love Freddy versus Jason.
You must really love Freddie a lot.
Did you
I
see
am
it
a
in the
big
theater?
I'm a big Freddy fan too. So
I
yeah,
know. I'm just wondering if he stepped into the wrong stream or something. You know.
Al, did you see Freddy versus Jason in the theater?
I did twice.
So you must have been like walking out of the theater, like you were like on a high point with that film, really. I mean, it
Yeah,
makes
I
sense.
mean,
That's the reason why I'm asking.
I thought it was the perfect mix of the two. Even though yeah, it is more heavily a Freddy film. But
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
think about it though,
It
to
makes
mix
sense.
those two characters, you kind of have to do that
yeah,
if
Yeah.
you really think about it. And it's I don't know. I like the kills. I like the fight. I like and it just crescendoed nicely for me. And like I said, I actually saw it in a preview like before it came out, and they chopped off the ending. So we didn't know who won the first time we
yeah.
saw it. So we had to go back to see it just to see who won.
Oh God.
Yeah, yeah, but I love it. I thought Ken did a good job. Robert Englund is one of my favorite actors. So there you go.
Trivia question: What does Freddy versus Jason and Bride of Chucky have in common? I wonder who knows.
Freddy vs.
Freddy
Jason
versus
and Bride of
Jason.
Chucky. Bride of Chucky.
Wow.
Hmm.
I don't think it's Robert England.
No.
No.
Is it an actor or actress, or is it someone else, like a behind the scenes person? Oh wait, well, director, the director, Ronnie Yu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ronnie Yu. That's it.
Ronnie
I had
you.
to think about it, but yeah, Ronnie Yu, director. All right, gentlemen, top 3. Then now we're
Top
getting down to
three.
the nitty freaking gritty.
That's right. These are it. This is it.
These are our top 3s, y'all. Who
Lead
wants
us
to go
off.
first?
Huh?
You want me to go first? I'll go first. My number 3 is Jason Lives. Number 6,
Number
Zombie
6,
Jason. Yeah,
Tommy Jason. That's
CJ
right.
Graham. CJ Graham is fantastic. Jason. I love Kane. Don't get me wrong, but I do wish CJ would have played him at least one more time.
Yeah.
Yep. So there you go, Jay. And that one's super funny. Like that's the funniest Jason.
Yeah,
Because
for
there's
sure.
all these little jokes throughout the entire movie, and it's hilarious.
Yeah,
Isn't there a scene where like he picks up like a dead guy's arm or something?
yeah.
Yeah. You
I
just kind
forget.
of
Yeah,
Yeah.
he pulls the arm off to get the machete
Yeah,
arm off, and then he smashed him in the tree with a smiley face on it.
right. And then
Yeah.
that one like quirky guy like breaks a tree branch and he's like trying to put the branch back onto the tree or something.
yeah. Yep. Yep. There
No,
you go.
We're on number 3 now.
Number 3, Sean. Yep.
It's gonna be the original,
Original. All right.
1980.
all right. My number 3 is part 2.
The
Part-
Deuce.
Yeah, I like part 2. I like part 2. I thought it was better than the first one. I definitely liked, like I said, I did like Jenny. That was my second favorite final girl. Or did I put her second? No, I put well, she actually would have been my third. But this
Yeah.
actually, as you can see, my list is aimed heavier toward the reality Jason. Like the alive Jason. I like those movies a lot more than the supernatural. I just found them all to be much more fun.
Yep.
So that is my number 3. Who's going next?
So now the runner up spot. What movie wins the runner up spot for you, Sean?
It's gotta be Jason Lives.
Yeah, yeah. That's I kind of flip flopped my 2 and 3 a couple times before I finalized it. Yeah. So
Yeah, I hear you, dude.
it's hard. It's hard, man.
This
Yeah.
is not an easy franchise to rank.
No, especially when you get to these, it's just like, oh,
Yeah.
yep. Patrick, number 2.
Number 2. Number 2. My number 2. Remember what I said before. Best film. Best. My number 2 will be Jason X. It's my favorite film, but it's not the best film. So it's my favorite, definitely. Jason X is my favorite one for sure. I mean, that's such a badass film. So much fun. Definitely.
They should have tried to get DMX and Jason X.
That would have been awesome. That would have been awesome.
I mean, like I said, we had two. They had my two girls. Rowan and KM14. Yeah, just they were fun. There's a lot of comedy. A lot of funny lines in there. Peter Grimsaw as Brodsky, the sergeant. He was great. I mean, the kills were great.
Yeah.
This is just a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, that was a blast.
Yeah, Jason number 2. Number 2.
All right, so my number 2 is the original.
Number 2. Oh, okay.
My number 2 is the original. The more I watch it, the more I really love it.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, it's just it's again, when I was little, yeah, I liked it, but it definitely wasn't like top 5 or nothing for me. But just every single time I notice more and more things about it, and it keeps impressing me over and over again. So that's why that one's at number 2 for me. Yep. So there you go. All right. So if anyone has done the math, we have figured out all of our number 1s.
Right.
All right. So who wants to go first?
I'll go.
All right.
Yeah, number 1 is Friday the 13th, Part 2.
Sackhead Jason. That's right.
Sackhead. Flowerhead.
Good old Sackhead. Yep.
Potato sack.
Potato sack. Idaho potato head.
The one eyeball. Yep. And that one too had a lot to do. That storyline had a lot to do with the NES game too, with finding Pamela's head and stuff. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shit, man. I'd love to play that again.
Dude, yeah, I actually still have my NES cartridge. I don't have an NES to play it on, but I have the cartridge.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, Pat, you want to go? Or you want me to go first?
I can go first.
Okay.
We'll say yours.
What's your number 1?
My number 1 film that I liked the best, I thought was the best film. I thought was the best film, and that was Friday the 13th, Part 3. Part 3.
I'm really surprised that that's so high on your list. I don't know why.
Well, it's a really good movie, and it has the strongest final girl in it too. I feel I had the best final girl. So as part of it, I thought the action was fun. It advanced the story a lot more. It just overall, I just thought it was a lot more intensive. More intense. And of course, the extra bonus was it rained in the movie, which we didn't see that ever. We haven't seen that yet.
There you go, Sean. Vanessa agrees with you, Part 2.
But I bet you one other reason why Patrick likes Part 3 is I can't say it. Never mind. I can't
Oh,
say
God.
it.
What?
I'm not gonna be a dickhead.
Go ahead. Now that you open the door there, Pandora.
I was like, yeah. No, he only. The bonus for Patrick is he likes to dance to the disco soundtrack.
Oh, yeah, the beginning of it. Oh, that beginning is tight.
Boom, 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 boom,
God.
boom.
Yeah, the dude, that music was when you heard that music for the first time. Who didn't look at you? Who didn't look at the screen and look at who they came to the movie with and go like, "What the hell is that?" God. I like the intro. The intro I liked the best was the one I think it was Jason Lives with the James Bond theme.
Yeah, with the slash.
Yeah, that was the coolest entry.
Yep.
The coolest intro. Yeah, that disco man. Oh,
So if anybody's been keeping track, does anybody know what my number one is?
2009.
How'd you know? No, my favorite's the final chapter.
Awesome. Awesome.
Because it's funny, between the three of us, we have 2, 3, and 4 is our number ones.
Yeah, but I think the reason why is because it really is down to the point where it's I think we all three of us liked Jason when he was human. I think that's really it. When he was human, and because you didn't know who was going to win, you just didn't know. And then they actually had the courage. If you think about this, they actually had the courage to kill their main guy. Yeah. I mean, they killed Jason dead. They killed him dead. I mean, he didn't get retconned like Michael Myers did or shit like that. I mean, he died, and he stayed. He didn't. He came back through supernatural means, but they didn't like. Okay, yeah, he was dead, but then we came over and rebuilt him, and he's still alive. No, he died, and I just feel that that's really ahead of his time. And I just think that's the reason why a lot of us older fans, I think that's the reason why we vote for the older movies is because of that. I think because he was vulnerable. You felt like if you were in a room with Jason, you felt like you had a chance.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody really wants to go to a movie and feel like they have no chance against, like that's what like Jaws. You go there and go like Jaws. Hell no, because I don't have no chance against that. I'm staying out of the water. I think with a movie that's reality based, I think you feel like you have a fighting chance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very true. Very, very true. So I don't think anybody guessed our number ones. All of us.
But number 3 is definitely the best film. But again, my favorite is still Jason X. That has not changed. That's my favorite movie. But I think the best movie is definitely number 3. What are you flying? What are you showing, Al? Are you showing up with it?
It's that soundtrack, man.
I thought I thought he was doing the horror corner.
The Four Horsemen, man. Four Horsemen.
Boom, 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 boom.
Let's see. Does Jason have a chance against Victor Crowley?
Supernaturally wise? Hell yeah, he would.
All day.
All day.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, Hobbs was the closest with everybody.
So Hobbs wins something.
Hobbs wins something. Of course he does.
Hobbs wins again.
Hobbs wins a $5 tip on DoorDash.
Yeah. Hobbs wins again.
Yep.
Well, speaking of that, I want to take this real quick and give a quick shout out to Cody from H&S Collectibles, who unfortunately came down with COVID. He was supposed to be doing the drawing today for his 1,000-person sub, and he's like he said, after 27 months, he got hit with COVID for the first time. So we're really hoping that you bounce back real quick, Cody. And also want to go ahead and give out some love to our girl, the sassy Jennifer Tochi, who also was having a bad weekend, and we hope that you feel better too, Jennifer, and bounce back quick. Real quick, we've got a couple minutes here. I want to go ahead and let you guys give a shout out to your channels. Tell us what you're doing up this week.
Sean?
What am I doing?
Yeah, what are you doing on your channel this week?
I probably have a contest video coming up. I'm going to try to have that probably out by Monday or Tuesday for like the 4th of July. Because I'm like 15 or so subs away from like 800, so it's like about that time to try to get a contest in. Maybe I can have the drawing done by 4th of July weekend. But other than that, I'm kind of just winging it day by day right now.
Okay. Al?
Yeah. The only major thing I have planned this week is I have a Tubi Tuesday coming out Tuesday evening. It is recorded, so it won't be live.
Oh,
And I may try to do another one if I have time, but I'm working a lot this week, so I doubt I'll get to it.
what's
And then, of
the
course,
movie?
next week we have
Oh,
our
that's
first,
right. Tell them that next week.
our first episode that's not a Friday the 13th at all. um, and it will be on American Ninja, the 1985 classic with Michael Dudikoff. Yep.
Kung Fu. Everybody's Kung Fu fighting.
I'm very much
That's not
looking forward
exactly
to it.
true. We've done 2 shows without Friday the 13th.
Yeah, but I wasn't here.
Oh, that's right.
First one for me. How about that?
First one for you. Hey, Rick. Yeah, finally a new movie. Look at Vanessa.
A new movie, a new franchise. Although we're not covering them all, so
Yeah.
don't get too excited.
So yeah, we got 2 movies. We got American. We're gonna do American Ninja, then American Ninja 2, and then let's see. Make sure I do this right. American Ninja. Yeah, on the 26th, we're going to the hospital to see the doctors.
The
That's
doctors.
right.
The
The
doctors.
doctors.
Yep.
The doctors are in the house, and
Oh,
you
this
have to
is
come back.
boggling.
You have to come back to see which doctors we're talking about. We will reveal We will reveal one doctor next week, and the other doctor on the 19th.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fun. I can't wait for the doctor's night. Man, that's gonna be cool
Yeah,
as
that's
hell.
fun too. Yeah.
The next 2 shows, by the way, will be shown on Al's channel. Al's gonna be showing the American Ninjas. So please come over there and please support Al and his channel. And thank you so much for everybody else who's gonna be coming in and doing a Tuesday in
Tuesday.
support of Al. We're all doing one this week in support of you, Al.
I very much appreciate that. And yeah, anybody that wants to do it, please.
Yep. And that's about it.
If you need the intro, let me know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got to mention the cool. We have to mention the cool intro for the midnight hour. Mr. Bones put together a new intro. Tight. That's fun as hell.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just boggling out of control.
Did you like that, Sean? I love that intro, man. It was so cool seeing you up there, man. I got to tell you, I'm so stoked. So glad you're back, man. Someone had to come back and keep Hobbs under control. All right, kids, that's it for us. Thank you guys so much for coming out and supporting us. We appreciate it, and we will talk to you. We'll talk to you throughout the week, and we'll see you on Al's channel next Sunday at 9 p.m. for American Ninja. Hell yes!
Hey.
Oh, you need to see American Ninja. I believe it's on Pluto, right?
It is
Or
on Pluto TV. Yes, if you want to watch it, both movies, 1 and 2, are both on Pluto TV.
Right. Okay, look at Sean. He's throwing at the diamond cutter.
Diamond cutter. Yeah. Bang!
All right, guys. We'll talk to you soon. All right. Peace.
All right. Good night, everyone. Take care.
Man, this phone is just going crazy.